Hello. Welcome to another RuneScape 3 stream. Alright, so just doing a little bit of thieving here in Dagannoth just whilst I am deciding what to do. Yeah, and we're just going to go where the stream takes us. I'll be live for about an hour and a half, and there's a new UI. It looks pretty similar to the one I had, but there are, you know, differences. It does look more RuneScape-y with the color changes. I think they've got still a long way to go. I think some of the settings, obviously, that have been provided, some of the settings that they provided are really interesting. So if I go into settings and I go into gameplay and I can search cosmetics, and now there's additional options for cosmetic overrides. So you can hide other players' worn customizations, and you can hide other players' animation customizations. So I've actually ticked that now. I haven't came across anyone else in the game. No, do not meme and say it's a dead game. I have just been in areas where there's not many players. So I've just been thieving randomly in Dagannoth, and there's not many people doing this. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. Got to admit, though, it definitely feels more RuneScape-y. I guess one of the other aesthetic changes they've made is the minimap. You can change that from a square to a circle now. But because of the way my interface currently is, the circle doesn't quite go at the moment. So I may rejig a few things, because I do like the circle. The problem is, as RS3 players, I don't know if you do it much in old school, but we do use the minimap to move around a lot. And I use it to even like surge and bladed dive with when I'm getting around the world. So, you know, it kind of fits in with the very square-shaped UI that we still have everywhere else. So I'll probably be sticking with the square, at least in the short term, and that's going to mess it up. So let me just see. And it disappears. Okay. This is a little bug which I've found already. Let me just change that to circle, and then unlock the UI. I can move it over here, and then I have to go square, and then I can go back. And then it stays. There we go. Okay, those are the two major kind of changes to the UI, and then obviously the color schemes. We've got different tooltips. The font of the text has been changed, so in terms of accessibility, it's definitely more readable, and I think that's a massive win overall. But I think I didn't see any other references to UI improvements. I hope it's like an incremental thing. I can't remember what they said on the stream. I think there's a lot more they can do with the UI, so fingers crossed. They keep plodding along and making those small iterations over time. I just want hugely increased customizability, maneuverability with all of the different UI elements. I want even greater customization with buffs and debuff icons. I want to be able to get this HP bar of my character and move it out of that. I don't want it to be attached to the action bar. Same with the adrenaline and the prayer and the summoning. Yeah, there's just a lot more things where I'd really want to customize specific elements. And most things have been like grouped into entity sets, like they've been grouped together. And I want to break those groups up more and provide even more player agency to what we can move around on our UI. So that'd be fantastic. Fingers crossed that can happen. Maybe that doesn't happen from JX. They're already looking into improvement, or they're already looking into RS3 plugins in terms of allowing people to API into the JX code, I guess, and be able to like customize and create plugins for the client. I don't know how that's going to work. I mean, that's a whole that was kind of like really swept over quickly, and I think that's going to be, people really shouldn't underestimate how impactful that's going to be, for good or bad. Yeah, I would have preferred I mean, if people are able to make plugins and that goes on the official client and it's all vetted by Jagex, then that's fine. I think that works. But I don't... My initial take is, with experience from RuneLite, they've got a lot of great features, but it can get... As soon as you open up that Pandora's box, it can get really, really extreme. And you can end up with game-changing plugins that just basically simplify the game significantly. It takes away a lot of the problem solving in the game, let's say, and that can actually be negative. And then you've got World of Warcraft, where it got well out of hand, is a prime example of a modern MMORPG, or an MMORPG that's became modern and over the years it's still relevant, and their add-ons have got well out of hand, basically trivializing boss fights, because you've just got add-ons that are telling you exactly what to do, where to go, and how to solve boss fight problems and encounters. And they've gone extreme, and now Blizzard are trying to rein that back in. So as long as Jagex approach it correctly and learn from all those different companies who already do it, and also take the lessons learned from, let's say, RuneLite and Old School RuneScape, then I think it could be a good thing. You just have to tread really carefully with it. And I don't think people should, like, underestimate how impactful that is and can be for the game, both positively and negatively at the same time, if not handled correctly. So, yeah, Pandora's box right there, about to open up towards the end of 26 into 27. Bear with me, guys. Just checking everything's recording okay. Fingers crossed that can happen. 7. And yeah, I know people are going to say straight away, one of the biggest plugins that people think about is a quest helper. We all use RS Wiki anyway, so, you know, it's kind of like one of those, I don't see a major issue with it. It does trivialize quests. Modern quests, you don't need Wiki for them because they're a lot more intuitive. A lot of the older quests have so many gaps in them that it significantly helps having a helper just to kind of race through that stuff. So yeah, I just don't know what it's going to be like from a new player experience, like from a new player lens though. So I'm not sure whether they'll introduce that into RS3 or not really. Modern quests definitely don't need it. Like I said, a lot more intuitive. Hello, Mr. Skyline. Alt 1. That does work for people, not for me, because I have scaling. I have to upscale my interface to work on 2K better, otherwise everything's tiny. So it doesn't work if you scale up your interface, because it only works with native 100% resolution on your UI. Alt 1 isn't really like... It is kind of like a plugin, but isn't at the same time. It's a bit weird, isn't it? It does trivialize like clues, and it helps with lots of other things, AFK timers and things. So yeah, it's the closest thing that RS3 has to plugins, but they're not driven by APIs. Like, they're not actually tapping into Jagex DBs. They're just looking at your screen as if it's like a screenshot and working with that, I think, and scraping it from what your screen looks like from what's on your screen. If it all of a sudden doesn't work, then it's probably because of the UI changes today. With all the color changes and whatever else they've done, it could be impacting Alt 1, for all I know. But if you use upscaling, it definitely won't work. Upscaling on either your Windows settings or the in-game settings. It won't work on either. Yeah, no worries, mate. Here to help. Here to help, dude. I need to get a webcam, don't I? I'm considering it. Okay, so that's some good stuff there. Some good stuff. We talked about a couple of things off the top of my head, so pretty good. What I'm going to go and do, I think I'm going to go and kill some Dagannoths, a bit more active for the stream right now. I can do Thieving, AFK, whenever. Yeah, this UI definitely, it looks cleaner. I'm not sure whether brown was the right call. I know that's like RuneScape with old school RuneScape. And it's like medievally, so I'm not against it. It's an improvement on the blue. I freaking hate the blue. And then I occasionally went back to the legacy interface color, and that was too light. Like the brown was too light. So I think it's a good middle ground at the end of the day. I think it's a good middle ground. Improvements can still be made, definitely, but it's a good middle ground. And things are just way more accessible. I can read everything. It's just things are much clearer, even with my upscaling right now. So I'm happy with that. I'm liking the font changes and the tooltips. Really good. If I take, currently I've got a skybox on right now, get rid of that. Cool. Oh my goodness, okay, okay. This is my first experience of cosmetics off right now in the live game. I've gone to War Retreat, which is one of the most populated areas. And I can literally see everything people are geared up in. Because this is a PVM hub, you do expect people to be like gearing up for PVM. This guy's literally got nothing on but the obsidian blade. This guy's got a full melee setup. He's got the Zamorak gear. If I examine, yeah, he's got the vestments of Havoc. Literally, this is exactly what he's wearing right now. It looks so good, doesn't it? How grounded is that? Like, I can't show with a click of a button what he's wearing otherwise, unless I like log out and log back in, and then it'll show what he's actually wearing if I toggle it off. But yeah, you go to cosmetic, like just as a reminder, you go to settings, cosmetics, hide other players. This looks so good, man. It just, I'm seeing what everyone's actually wearing. And what's cool about this setting is it's just other people. So if you still want to like put your overrides on and still look cool, like of however you want to look like, it still works in that way. Well, like this is like a really dark brown, like almost black. This is nice, this UI. There's my, so I can still apply that. And my overrides are still present for me. Are still viewable for me. Like he's wearing the, hey, it's Tastic. So he's wearing the brand new Tumakan's armor, which is the best in slot magic armor right now. The Tumakan set from, yeah, the new group boss Amascot. That's what I want, by the way, but it's like 4 bill now. So that's what I'm going to root for. In between completionist requirements, but mostly after I've completed I'm gonna finish most of the comp recs before I delve into some farmable PVM again for gear, but that looks nice, man. And that armor in particular goes really nicely with the Tumakan aura. There you go. So you can still put all your other auras on and everything, like whatever's within reason for you. This guy's wearing Acto, dude. That's the first time I've seen Acto in so long. Nice. Full Acto. That's from the raids content. Nice. He's tanking, dude. He's tanking. because this is a PVM hub, you do expect people to be like gearing up for PVM. This guy's literally got nothing on but the obsidian blade. Yeah, he's got the, like, I still works. That's from the raids. Just making sure all my recordings are definitely saving down, and they are. This is awesome, dude. These are the core changes that I really wanted to see. Just feeling good. Feeling good to play. And guess what? RuneMetrics is going to be free as well at some point this year. So you don't have to pay extra for that, which was just so bizarre that you had to pay extra for that. It's now within Premier membership, I believe. They might have actually said Premier. I don't know whether it's a normal membership. But RuneMetrics is really good. Just additional stats. It's more real-time stats on your XP per hour. It has estimations of when you're going to achieve the goal that you set on here on skills. So yeah, with RuneMetrics, if you set level or XP targets, it'll then do an ETA till then. You can have more rows, I believe. RuneMetrics gives you your total damage during an encounter. If you reset that row, it gives you damage per minute. The maximum hit that you had within that encounter. I'm pretty certain it has additional information on drops and loot. The graphs aren't that great, but like the drops and loot are pretty good to have. Just gives you a lot of extra of everything, basically. So that'd be nice to get by default or through Premier membership, whichever one it is. Currently, I'm paying for Premier and I'm paying for RuneMetrics. This is like just so much more grounded. Like I think they need to sort out a lot of some of the gear they've released. Needs sorting out still, but in general, it's just really cool to see what people are actually wearing again. What a change, man! What a change. Much better, much better. It's very rare. Oh god. I've been destroying those. I hope. Maybe I should be keeping those? I don't even know what they are, man. In order to combine this, you need to have a Seren symbol and all 8 clan symbol pieces. Oh man, am I supposed to actually collect those? Maybe I've already done that before though, I don't know. I just don't want to take up like bank space with this. It's fine. Okay. Let's get into my Slayer motion right now. I think this text needs to be made a bit more prominent. Readability on this is a little bit hard in the bank. But I'm liking these yellows being used, like yellow golden colors. definitely more RuneScapey, these aspects in the text here, Bank of Gillinor. It's good. So I have to do the Watchtower quest after. Got to admit though, it definitely feels. Just checking recordings are okay there. Okay, so I'm currently doing a completionist requirement, a couple at the same time. I'm going through Killy's tasks right now, whilst also trying to get all of the Raptor trophies. I've got one more Raptor trophy to get. Going here. So a place for my heads, I've got one more Raptor trophy to get, which is random, getting a special assignment from Raptor. And then I'm also doing the Student Becomes the Master, which is learn all of Killy's equipment upgrade task, which is the Necromancy gear, upgrading through the different tiers. So I just need to kill a few more Slayer souls for that. So, oh, where's that? Oh, that's on this side now. I'm used to seeing it on that side, so that's changed over here. So the action bar thing's on the right. Put Slayer on. Trying to remember what the quickest way is to the Dagannoth Kings. Barbarian Assault. Yeah, that's the one. Okay. This is so good, like, just seeing what people are actually wearing, especially in the PVM hub when you see all the different, like, all the variety in PVM gear. Good. Games necklace. Oh wow, this place looks entirely different because of the trees. That's very different. Gonna check my FPS. That's fine, I guess. RS3 is not that optimized on 2K. But on 1080p, I'm getting like 250, 300 FPS, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, it's because this is just native, right? So there's no upscaling on this game or anything. Yeah. So it's good FPS considering there's no, like, DLSS or anything. Rendering technology from the GPU, from my understanding. There's no options in here for that, so none of that's on this game. And it doesn't have frame generation. Alright, let's smash this out. OG Dagannoths, man. OG Dagannoths. With the OG UI. This definitely feels more scapey, not gonna lie. Got the weapon poison on, we've got the scripture on. Got the cannon going. I have the highest tier cannon, it's just I prefer the cosmetic look of the royal over the dragon one that came out. Yeah, it should be absolutely racing through this. Alright, nice. Just gonna chill here for a bit. Nice. So the soul urn is fully charged up. I believe I have to go and kill each of the God Wars Dungeon 1 bosses. That's really going to be taking a trip down memory lane. It's kind of funny that I'm doing this completionist requirement right now when RuneScape 3 is trying to get back to its roots. And I'm going killing these like old bosses that were present in RuneScape 2 era. Pretty awesome. So I'll go and kill the God Wars Dungeon bosses in a minute as well. And then I think I'm on to the last tier killie upgrade after that, maybe? You know what? This is going to be great to record this tonight and do the God Wars bosses, because then I can just put that footage behind my video when I talk about the roadmap. So that'll be nice. That'll be nice. Get a footage of me killing each boss, probably dying to one of them. Just looking through Twitter right now, and quite a few people are excited for it. Yeah, the player-owned housing looks kind of insane. So just to show this, this is like the concept art that they've showed off. I mean, if they could get our player-owned houses to look like this, I've got an image that I posted of Lumbridge, and it has houses like this. So if we just go to that quickly. This is the roadmap, by the way, so the 2026 RuneScape roadmap. So I'll make sure that that goes into the video. I'll go over that again in a second. Just about to complete this task. There we go. Oh, where's the little ding-a-ling? Oh, it's because I didn't have sound effects on. Oh, there we go. Oh, hey. Okay. Give me a second. We're just going to see what Raptor's going to give us as an... Oh, did I just go without collecting my cannon? Because I didn't have any invent space. I did click it. Oh, man. That is horrific. Oh, man. That's not good. I have to go all the way back there. Man. That is not a nice run either. What a waste of time. Oh my god, that guy's wearing the primal. Nice. He's wearing the primal gear. I wore that on League's Catalyst. I wore the primal gear and went through the whole upgrade path on there to get a bunch of points. Hey, Meepers, how you doing, man? Yeah, oh, I cannot wait, bro. Be pretty insane to get comp on such a big year. I don't know whether it'll happen this year because of, like, farming and things, but with just other updates they bring out. But it'll definitely happen. Should happen. If I keep playing, it should happen within... Yeah, late 26 into 27, probably. Good time to get Completionist, isn't it? And actually be playing the game. Really good time to be playing the game right now. Good to have you in here, mate. I really appreciate your, like, interactiveness in the chat. It just improves the stream significantly, so gives me a lot of pointers to go off, and then my mind just wanders into loads of thought to talk about, so I appreciate it, dude. Alright, I'm just gonna go and see what Mr. Raptor's gonna give me. So get the Slayer Cape on, get the mask on as well, so we increase the chances of what we get. Mate, this is so good. Look at this guy, he's just in his primal. He's got a... Bro. He's got his primal gear on. He's got his vengeful shield on. When was the last time you When was the last time you saw a ranged vengeful shield on this game? Look how good that shield looks. He's got his primal gear on. He's just doing fort for Run 3. Look at this guy. Inspect, he's wearing exactly what he's got on. In terms of what I can see. Beautiful. So someone in chat, Meepers, he's saying it's been 3 years since he's seen this shield in the game. And it's flipping beautiful. It's beautiful. Alright, Mr. Reaper, what have you got for me? I do have the Spirit Shield. I have the 3 Spirit Shields, yeah. Divine, Elysian, Arcane. Or Elysian. Give me a special task. Okay. I get to choose at least. We'll just do Abyssal Demons because they're super quick. I mean, Ghosts are actually insanely quick as well, to be honest. And they're just right outside the door. We'll go and kill Ghosts because that area looks cool. If I stop talking or I just stop moving in game, it's because I'm just trying to save loads of clips. Oh, I'm literally sharing my screen right now, aren't I? Gotta be careful on that. I'm like... I'm going to be making a video out of this, basically, out of first impressions of how the game feels, with the roadmap updates as well. Maybe it's better if I keep display on, because I'm not going to be sharing anything I shouldn't be, for the most part. It's just always a bit risky when you stream doing that. So I tend to prefer not to do that. It's just when I've not got a webcam on, you don't know what I'm doing. Like, if I just stop all of a sudden and don't talk, and I'm there, like, sorting stuff out in the background, no one knows. I am really strongly considering face camming and just buying a webcam and setting it up and stuff, but it's just a faff, like. Right. But it's really annoying as a streamer if you don't have a cam, because people don't know if you're there sometimes. We're going to have a look at the roadmap in a second when I get set up here, because this place is pretty chill. But I've been talking about a few things, like the cosmetics. I've got the cosmetics off right now. And it's just flipping amazing, Jay. It's so good. It's better than the cosmetic off worlds, I'm telling you right now. Because I mean, it's just so good how they've done it. They've done it exactly how you'd want them to do it, right? They've just done it so it hides other people's. Like, it's exactly what you'd want. Maybe there's more they can do with it in the future, but that's all I want right now. So I can still have what I feel is grounded for me or looks fine for me. But then I get to see what other people are wearing. I should probably take this off just because it might be a bit controversial, because I don't know if everyone likes the look of these like 20th bottoms or whatever. I think it looks okay with the outfit, but we'll put the necro gear on. I think some of the stuff's grounded and it's fine. Like the courier shirt, I think looks fine. I think it's a good improvement on the base model that you get. And I can just wear my classic 12 plate body, plate legs, because people like those, and that's, people know that I wear those kind of thing. There you go. Okay. Let's get the mage prayer on. We'll get going again here. Give me a second. Yeah, this task is so rapid. It's like faster than Abbey Demons. It's crazy. Or it's just as quick anyway. Abbey Demons might be quicker, but you usually get like a... Probably about the same actually, because Ghosts you tend to get a smaller count to have to kill. Oh god, what's going on? I don't know what's going on with my mouse there. Kind of stuck. Okay. I'm going to show on screen the roadmap, because at least I've got it there for the video then. I don't have to faff around, so we'll have a really quick blitz through it maybe. That could be good. Let me just gather these around here. Okay, so let's have a look at the chat for a second as well. Yes, I've got my UI bigger. Oh my god, I spent ages on it. I mean, I'm down for doing like a bit of a tutorial of how I've got it to the point where I've got it, because it's definitely much better than default upscaling with RuneScape. There's not a lot to it, actually, but it depends on what monitors you've got and everything. I've got a HDR monitor, so I've managed to utilize some of the HDR aspects to improve things. And I've just used Windows scaling instead of RuneScape scaling. But it's a lot of it is subjective and personal preference, because if you use Windows scaling, it kind of impacts a lot of your computer, but then you have to play around with the definition. So you have to alter the HDR, you have to calibrate the high definition, and then you adjust the standard definition after that. Yeah, there's quite a bit to it. It definitely isn't easy. It took a lot of research. I mean, if I actually did a tutorial on it, it would sound dead simple, because it is once you know the answers, but it wasn't easy. And it's still not as sharp as if it was native, but it's definitely nowhere near as bad as it was when I just used RuneScape scaling, that's for sure. So fingers crossed this works out for me, because I was actually getting major eye strain playing RuneScape, and it was giving me migraines since I came back to the game and started using native. So that wasn't good, because I've got to operate, and getting migraines is not nice. So fingers crossed that the way this is and the level of sharpness I've got at the moment, even though it's not 100%, it's like 95%. And it's probably 90% actually, I'm being way too lenient. 85, 90% there. But funnily enough, guys, the UI improvements we got today have improved it more. And I think it's purely down to the accessibility of the changes with font text, UI colors, and tooltips. But mostly the font, the choice of font. They've changed something where it's making things more readable. And so even if the scaling isn't perfect, because before it was more pixelated font, it made it even worse when you didn't have native. So that's a really big win for me. So yeah, quick recap. Basically, UI improvements today due to the increased accessibility, the way they've done borders, the way they've done tooltips, and the change in font of the text has improved my player experience. Has improved my playing experience. Combined with... I'm playing on a 2K monitor. If I play natively at 100% UI resolution, it's too small. If I upscale with the in-game upscaling, it isn't true upscaling support. It does not upscale the assets to 2K. It just stretches everything out. So it makes it blurry. It's unplayable. It creates migraines and headaches for me. So, did some research, and I've got a HDR monitor. So, I upscaled the entirety of my windows, and because RuneScape is counted as like an application, where it is adjusted like any other Windows application, when I upscaled my Windows, when I used Windows scaling, it upscales RuneScape as well. But it's sharper than RuneScape upscaling. For whatever reason, Microsoft have obviously done that better, for whatever reason. It's still not, obviously, pure native support, but it's sharper than RuneScape's default upscaling. So that's definitely the first recommendation. And then, and the way I upscaled it, if you use to 1080p, it's 133.3%. So the different default options are like 125, 150, but you have to do it custom. You have to create a custom upscale to 133.3, and then that'll match pretty identically. Like if you had a UI on a 1080p screen, that would then fit into a 2K screen, okay? In terms of sizing on RuneScape, the RS client. And then I calibrated my HDR monitor and turned HDR on, and that made the colors better, and by default, it also helped with sharpness a bit. But that's because I have a HDR monitor, so that definitely helped. Sorting out all of the color saturations and contrast, it did it automatically, effectively, when I calibrated it. I downloaded a Windows HDR calibration app, and then went through the different options and the steps. There's about a 6-step process, and then I calibrated the brightness, the darkness levels, and how much detail is shown on both darker areas versus lighter areas. And that whole process also just made the game feel a bit sharper, and just increased overall clarity. But I think that's because I'm using a HDR monitor, so those are only applicable to HDR aspects. But a lot of modern monitors, if you're going to go for a 2K monitor, most 2K monitors by default will have will be HDR. And then to compensate, what's the word? So if you go pure HDR, what happens, and especially with RuneScape, because it's counted as like a normal Windows app, I might be using the wrong terms here. But what happens is the standard definition aspects of this game still, and this SDR aspects of just the whole monitor still on aspects of it, right? It feels like, I don't know the technical reasons for this, but HDR I think is just an overlay on top of like SDR. So there's still SDR aspects on games. I don't know why. I don't know the technical reasons. There's an SDR slider anyway. After you calibrate your HDR, there's an SDR, standard definition slider, where you can adjust the brightness levels of just the standard definition aspects. And I had to lower that down because HDR made the brighter areas way too bright for me. So I used the SDR slider and that actually fixed some of that as well. So you can see there was a lot of things I had to do. Anyway, I'm at this point now and it's better than what it was. So fingers crossed, I see some improvements and I see some improvements health-wise and I don't get as many headaches. But it's still a work in progress and I'm still trying to improve it. But that's where I'm at. That was very wishy-washy and that needs to be massively edited. Because I'm very tired. Do all this after a long day at work and dealing with kids afterwards. So, brain's fried. That's why you don't see me stream much anymore. Right. Task almost completed. Brain's always fried, yeah. Hey, Terradrak. Kids are fantastic. Yeah, they're doing really great. My little baby Erin, she's really grown up now into her own little personality and she's getting her own little personality and everything. She's doing great. She's like 2.5 years old now. The two boys are good. My eldest is going into preteen mode though, so he's in a mood a lot. But overall, he's doing great. And my youngest lad, he's doing great too, so yeah. My wife's fantastic. So yeah, family life is all good. We'll look at the roadmap in a second. Go and get another task or something. There's still a lot more I want to do with the UI and stuff. I think there's some minor improvements I can make, but I'm reaching the limit of what I can do without Jayak stepping in and actually upscaling their assets correctly. It's definitely better than what it was. I just really don't want to get eye strain, you know? It's just the worst. Hey. Task completed. I love that sound, man. I noticed somebody who had like, I don't know, it's a subjective take, but I didn't agree with it. It's because early game you do get quite a few levels and stuff, but they were like, oh, I hate it when it like... Okay, it's definitely an improvement they can make to the audio, but I wouldn't like bring it up on a video as like a massive negative. They were like, every time you get a level or complete a task, like you get a ding-a-ling, or if you sell something on the G, it like overtakes the music, in-game music audio. Now, yeah, it probably shouldn't. It should probably just overlay that over the in-game music, and it should be a separate audio setting. But I wouldn't say it was a bad enough thing to raise as a con for the game, you know what I mean? But, you know, everyone is, that's definitely subjective. I don't think it breaks immersion, personally. Very nice, Drac. Very nice. What's this guy wearing? So this guy's wearing Masterwork. And he's literally wearing his Completionist cape. Oh wow, he's got a basic Amulet of Souls on. What the heck? This guy's close to 5.8 bill? Wait, he doesn't have an Essence of Finality. Oh my god. Wait. I don't know enough about this guy, I can't say anything. It does say Forever Idle. Has he made this account off dummies? Nah, I'm joking. He's trying to use up his dummies right now. It's just weird to not have saving money. Is this cheaper what do you call it? Upkeep. Is it a lower upkeep cost? That makes sense. Oh, is it? I don't know. I thought it was just the same thing. I thought EOF was just a straight upgrade and everything worked the same way. Wait a minute. I can't see charge rates and stuff, so. Oh, it's literally cheaper by a lot. Interesting. Oh, is it because, do you mean just like what you use to charge it? You use Hydrix for this versus just like an Onyx or something? Or I don't know. It's cheaper in terms of the resources required to charge it. Yeah, it's an Onyx compared to 2 Hydrix. That makes a lot of sense then. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense then. I never really considered that when I was training or doing Slayer. I don't really think about money when I'm training. I just train. Like I try and maximize what I can spend and just get through it as quick as I can. So that's kind of the playstyle I've always gone with. But I think a lot of PVMers are like that. Like I call myself a PVMer. I'm about to get a comp cape eventually, within the next year or two. In terms of what I gravitate to the most, it's definitely PVM on this game over the years. So that's how I refer to myself as. I think most people are PVMers on this game. Or PvEers. Okay. I'm just going to go with Abbey Demons then. I'm getting tired now, so I don't know if I'm in the mood to talk about the roadmap, like as in depth, to be able to be good enough to commentate for a video. Save that for tomorrow. I've already talked quite a bit about a couple of aspects. I've talked mostly about UI elements, because I can physically see them. I don't need to talk loads though. If I just get my head straight, I could just talk straight for about 10 minutes and that'd be enough. Or not 10 minutes, but like, how long am I streaming for? 45 minutes. I could touch on different things and take some good breaks in between. And then I can just edit it all together over the next 2 days. I could do that. I've just got to accept I'm a bit of a perfectionist, and it's like, I know I can do better than everything I put out at the moment if I did it in the daytime and I didn't have a job. But that isn't going to happen. I literally exert my brain power and, at work, right? That's the point. Otherwise, I'd be doing shit all. So my effort, my brain power goes out during work. Then physical stuff and other things go out when I'm looking after my kids and my family, and then I sit here. Realistically, as a gamer, you just want to switch off and just play, right? And as a streamer, or when you're trying to commentate for a video, you can't fully switch off. So it's like that balance, trying to keep the right level of energy, which is why I'm going to keep my streams a lot shorter if I do stream these days, like I have done. It seems I'm feeling a lot better because of it. But your brain just gets fatigued. Depending on what you've done that day. Not gonna lie, I thought you'd call yourself old. Yeah, well, I was trying not to use that word. I'm not old, I've just got more responsibilities. I mean, I'm definitely one of the older, on the older end of the RS player. I was always one of the older ones, like by about 3-4 years. Like Jay, I don't know if he's still in the chat. Like he's a good mate, and he's definitely a few years younger than me. So I feel like, and even Chewy is a few years younger than me, but he's really mature. I don't know why I said that in the same. He's mature in elements. Very immature in others. We have a good laugh. But I think I've always been at the top end. So it's strange that. But that, yeah, it's true. I think my age is probably closer to a lot of the old school players. But even then, I'm older than a lot of them by like a year or two, some of the big ones there. And so I'm at the top end, even though I'm not old at all. But yeah, I'm 34 years old, so I'm not old by any means. I'm just ahead. I've always been kind of mature, so you know, got a family, got a wife, got 3 kids, right? 34 years old. No, exactly. People think I'm even more than that because of 3 kids and everything, and just job, and been working for a long time. Hey, cheers, Meepers. I'm really happy. I'm very content. Yeah, I'm content. Outside of work, I'm like, and yeah, I'm doing fine at work, but I'm very content. And I've got an amazing family, so I'm very happy that. Got to look after them. Where's my wilderness sword? Actually, I just go to the wilderness crater, don't I? For this one. Alright, I want to get some footage of killing the God Wars bosses as well, because I think that'd be pretty nice to have, considering the OG UIs just came out. Well, elements that, you know, they're improving things, right? All the core systems, and then I'm gonna go and kill God Wars Dungeon 1 bosses. So, I feel like that's kind of ironic in some ways. In a good way. So, it might be nice footage to put behind me talking about what I've been talking about tonight. Roadmap and 2026. Nice, Meepers. It's kind of good to see that a 23-year-old is playing RuneScape 3, not gonna lie. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I think there's... Yeah, there's a big... I think the demographic of RS3 players, I think you're definitely on the younger side. I think it's like 25 to 35 is the biggest... That's the core bracket. And then it varies within there, obviously. I'm at the top end, so... That is the bracket. I think I've got that pretty much nailed. I've not analyzed any stats, except for my demographic of who watches my videos. That's what I go off. And it's the core bracket is 25 to 35, so I'm right at the top end. And it literally drops off a cliff, like, after my age. So, like, it drops off a cliff at, like, 35, basically. The percentage goes really down, really low between 35 and, like, 45. Very, very low. And then under 25 is low as well. So that is the core bracket right there. And I think that reflects the player base, honestly. You've been playing since you were 5? Holy shit. Wow, you are a massive early adopter. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, holy crap. Were your parents into technology and were they into computers? Because, like, back in the day, man, a 5-year-old on a PC is insane. Like... That's like really early adopting. Like you must have had really nice parents to have like PCs and letting you play. Not really. I mean, maybe I'm remembering it differently because I'm like well older than you. Let me think. I mean, yeah, we do have a big gap between us. So when I started playing, we only had one PC in the whole house, and it was shared, and it was dial-up internet. I played most of my RuneScape time. When I started, I must have been about 13 years old, maybe. 12, 13. And I used to play at, like, IT Club. IT Club? That's not what it was called. It was called, like... Well, yeah, it was like IT Club after school, basically. And rather than doing anything, we just played RuneScape. Me and my buddies. My school buddies. And then out of all my school buddies, I was the one who got into it the most. And I kept playing it past high school into college. Then I got addicted to Call of Duty. And played Call of Duty competitively on Xbox 360. The 360 days. I got hooked. Wait. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, one PC, yeah. I was on it the most. Like, my sisters had to, like, try and boot me off it when they had to do their homework. Okay, let me have a swig of drink. I'm gonna blitz through the roadmap in like a minute and a half. Just say what's on it. Then I'll go back to the RuneScape footage, and then we'll slowly talk through some of the sections that really stand out to me. Yeah? Does that sound alright? Yo, Papado, how you doing? Thanks for being a sub. Thanks for being a sub supporter, dude. I appreciate it. Much appreciated. A preacherino. Man, I am digging the new RuneScape logo, guys. I'm absolutely digging the new logo. What do you think? I'm loving it. Yeah, the RuneScape logo, though. Like, I'm on about. And, the main image that they're using to sell RuneScape, it's much better than what they had before. I mean, I can't remember what the old image was. It's better than the Nomad days. Anyway. And, I really like the logo. Yeah, the logo. I think I posted it in my Discord. So. Yeah, this one. Oh, you can't see it now. There you go. That looks sick. I love it. I love it. I need this in 2K, and that's going to be my new screensaver. Right there. Hey, thank you so much. Wazzy coming in with the raid. Thank you so much, Wazalicious. I appreciate it. You're a legend. Thank you very much. Yeah, absolutely hyped for the 2026 upcoming changes to the game. And basically, I just stuck on the stream. I'm doing some completionist kit requirements for everyone who's came in. As it says in the title, yeah, I'm UrgntJustice. My in-game name is Justice. Feel free to, yeah, hang out here whenever. Give us a follow for future streams, or go and check out my YouTube channel if you don't know who I am. I'm a veteran player, been around for many years, on and off. And I'm back on again, and I'm enjoying it. And I've recently posted a video of why I love to play RuneScape in 2026. So that's on my channel. And yeah, so right now I'm just doing some completionist kit requirements whilst talking about all of the news that we got today. I'm really hyped. Yeah, really hyped. The logo does look amazing. Yes, it does spigot. It really does. How are all you guys doing? Are you all excited for the changes? What, if you had to, I don't know, pick 3 what are the 3 that are really core and mean a lot to you? And that you want to, well, you're really happy to see, basically, come into the game. Because there's a lot there. Way more than I anticipated. I mean, we predicted a lot of them, but yeah, I don't know, it was just kind of crazy to see it all, like, in a video, on a page. Oh, nice. Task completed. Jix Reaper. Yo, mate. How you doing, man? You're definitely a J-mod, aren't you? Because I've definitely seen you around recently. I'm sure I have. I feel like you've been... I've seen your stream, I think. I was browsing the directory and I've tuned into your stream for a bit. I was lurking. And you're a QA analyst, right? I also saw you on the RuneScape video the other day. The official on the official channel. Oh, mate, I bet. That's insane, dude. What a day. I bet every J-mod is... I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I was proper nerding out. But, like, coming from a developer perspective... yeah, I mean, you guys must be, like, slowly coming down off, like, a big adrenaline high. I mean... I was, like, nerding out. Like, my wife came in and was like, asked me, is everything alright? Because I was here, just going, whoa, what the heck? Like, I was, like, verbally, like, just unloading. You know, like, everything I was seeing and, like, hearing about. Yeah, I was blown away, to be honest. I know it's going to be iterative and it's incremental, but, you know, I believe it. You can see it. I think the leadership changes that have happened must have really made a difference. We're really seeing it from a player perspective, from a player lens. We're seeing it, you know, looking at the devs and how everyone's really behind what you're trying to do. You're all behind it together, and that really comes across. So, yeah, I can only imagine like how you're all feeling. It must have been buzzing. Like, you guys must have been absolutely buzzing. Must have been very nervous, like releasing that sort of all of that news. You know, to like the core player base and getting it out there, and you're seeing all those W's. Like, I was spamming it as fast as I could, like absolute wins. Like when some of the big things I was like, win, win, win. Yeah, it's good, man. Like, I really want to be proud to be a player, and it's really coming back to me. That feeling. You know, what a fundamental step today of the treasure hunter being removed. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, I can imagine when you know things in advance. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. You're just seeing all the speculation. That must be so funny, though, as well. At the same time, all the speculation. Oh, that's really awesome. That's nice. Yeah, that's a really good way to bond as a team. Like, you're all there watching it and seeing all the reactions. That's cool, man. That's good. What up, Jay? You alright? Spicket, you're really excited. First time I've looked forward to playing on RS3 in a while, and they are addressing all the issues that made me stop playing. Just started playing again since Hero Pass. Yep. Are you the same guy who commented on my video about the Hero Pass saying, you know, you haven't played since then? Yeah, that was a massive kick in the face when that came out. Totally understandable why you would have quit. Thanks for the follow. So yeah, I totally get that. Hey, we just got another huge raid. Thank you so much for the follows coming in as well. Massively appreciated. Yeah, the Justice Deeps is already there in the chat. That never gets old. Yo, Desrelix, Normal Man. Yo. Cheers, Ryan. Hey, Vonley. Puff Jiggle, Turtle Jam. Jusef, Cashidium, Jay, what up? Nullset. I can't even read these. So many names. So many names. Yeah, I was just, I don't know when you guys entered the stream. But I just did like a monologue. I was just talking to Jaix Reaper is in the chat, guys, and he was just telling us about his perspective, what it was like today from a developer perspective. Also, I'm going to try and keep my thread of thought. I'm pretty tired from a long day at work, but you'll see I've got Cosmetic toggled off, guys. Yes, I do. We have hide other players' worn customizations. Amazing. So we can see what everyone's really wearing and whether they've got the upgrades. But it's also, you learn a lot. It's really cool, actually. I find myself examining a lot more. Like, this guy's using normal Amulet of Souls to save upkeep costs because he's just AFKing right now. Like, I wouldn't really have thought about that if that wasn't an option. Like, I wouldn't be examining people as much, so that's kind of cool. But it's just awesome just to see what people are wearing in reality and what they're doing. Like, this guy's over here doing his smithing with his blacksmith outfit. He's obviously doing clue hunting, I know straight away. They're just chilling in their base. 1-inch beast, Jesus. Why did I right-click that guy's name? Yeah, thanks for the follows, appreciate it. Oh, man. We call that right-click roulette. I can see why. Yeah, people have... players of RuneScape, you know, never gets old how creative people can be on this game. I won the roulette. Brilliant. Yeah, it's a great change. It's a great change. Right. So, I guess I'll do another quick intro. So... yeah, in case you don't know me, UrgntJustice is the name. Well, my IRL name is Paul. In-game name is Justice. I managed to grab that name many years ago. Actually, yeah, well, I won't go into that. We'll talk about that another time. So, yeah, Justice. And, yeah, I've been around for a long time. If you don't know who I am, on and off, and I'm back on playing the game. Really excited to be playing. I'm trying to, whenever I have a bit of energy, I'm trying to stick the stream on. But I've just made a video. It's on my YouTube channel. And the title of the video is Why I Still Love to Play RuneScape in 2026. So that is on my YouTube channel. A bit of a live commentary matched together, sort of like, yeah, hack and slash together. So that's on my YouTube channel. So feel free to go and check that out and watch it in your own time. It's a nice, quick 6-minute video. It just goes through why I'm still playing and why it's good to be back. And I touch on some upcoming changes that were confirmed today. Really excited to be here. I was nerding out, like many of you guys probably were, watching the stream. Like verbally, just like nerding out, just being like, what the heck am I seeing right now? And just spamming the W as fast as I could in chat. So, pretty exciting stuff. So yeah, a quick recap of what I'm doing instantly right now on the stream. I'm going for Completionist cape. My account is 23 years old, so it's a long time coming, and I'm getting there. So I'm currently 81 out of 100. I was 53 out of 100 2 weeks ago. So in the spare time, when I have some spare time, I'm going for comp requirements and trying to box off as many as I can. Most of the ones that are left now are not AFKable either. Yeah, some of the big ones are 120 farming, and then I'm going to get into some thieving soon. So the comp recs that I'm doing right now, I'm doing the place for heads, where you've got to go and get the Raptor trophies, and then I'm also trying to learn all Achilles necromancy equipment upgrades. So you'll probably go and see me kill some God Wars Dungeon 1 bosses, which is pretty OG. But for now, I'm just going to get another task whilst I say hi to you all and just, yeah, talk a bit more about the roadmap. So that's the plan at the moment. Thank you so much for all the follows. It's actually insane. I think there probably is a gap Like, between RS Guy, he's definitely collated a load of new followers over the years, and he's stuck around, and he's, you know, yeah, you've been awesome, RS Guy and Ryan, like, representing the community over the years. And it's been really fun watching you when I've want to scratch that itch about RuneScape. Ah, crap, now I'm just thinking of that guy's name again. That's so bad. But yeah, it's really good to see you sticking it out through the thick and thin, and through the good and the bad. And hopefully it's mostly good this year, right? And 26 into 27 is going to be awesome, right? Nice. Okay, we've got Abby's, which is easy enough for me. I can just head right back to where I was so I can talk to you guys. Just bear with me. Get the Igneous cape on. Really enjoyed the Zook content when I came back after a break and Zook was out and I went and did Zook. That was a really nice progression kind of learning curve, going through normal mode into hard mode. That felt awesome, that boss fight. Really enjoyed it. I'm like one drop off the log there as well, I believe. Okay, I'll get to where I need to go, and then I'm going to backtrack through the chat. I'm very rusty with streaming, so I've not been able to keep up with... I've not kept up with anything you guys have been saying. Okay, let me hop worlds for a sec. Don't want to crash this guy. Yeah, 120 Thieving looks good. Oh man, finding a world for this place is going to be a nightmare. Yeah, take it easy, Reaper. All the best. Have a good night. Enjoy the rest after that absolute hype train. Go to 36, it's usually free. Really? That's such a bold statement. Such a bold statement. Let's see if that works out now. Before everyone on stream goes to World 36 and... World 252 was free a few minutes ago. You're literally doing the same thing as me. Brilliant. 36 is not free, you lied. Although, this is definitely crashable. But I'm not going to do it. No way. 252, okay. It's US, but sure. You say... Wait, is that you, Meepers? What? Wait, was that you, Meepers? It's not free. Oh, bloody hell. World 28. Yo, Azix. Yeah, I've been on and off. I'm definitely around and always am around. May, he's using the Timokan's Light. Now that is a nice Slayer weapon. Look at that, guys. Any of you guys seen this in action? I've not seen it in action that much. You don't see many people rocking it. He's got the Nodon spike harness as well. Wait, is that... Where's this from? Because I've not seen this. When I came back, there was these thing called armor spikes. Which, yeah, it gives you more damage, I guess, right over time. It's like some sort of bleed effect. And then does this amplify the spikes or something? What's this? Passive will be active. Your armor spikes gain 65% of your melee power armor damage bonus. Okay, so it encourages synergy with power armor. Sick. Hey, Azix, thank you so much for the sub. The gifted subs. Absolutely amazing to see. Thank you so much, dude. That means a hell of a lot. Thank you so much. There you go, guys. Quite a few of you there have got a sub. I love how a friend of mine has literally just got a sub out of that. Nice. Hey, Jay, Miyun's just got a sub, bro. Oh, 1 minute, 1 minute. Yo, I'm back. Let me just go and sort out my kids for a second, and then I'll be back to normal. Give me a sec. Family life. Alright, we're gonna kickstart again in a second. I'm just gonna grab some water, and then, yeah, we'll keep going. Give me a minute. And my wife and my boy just got back from footy training, so I'm just gonna quickly see how they're doing. But yeah, I won't be long. Okay, yo guys, how you doing? Alright, still need to find a free world here. Epic content. It is like prime time for RuneScape gaming right now, so I probably should have just... Maybe I'll just go and kill the Abyssal Beasts. I just needed to get this boxed off really quickly, but Abyssal Beasts are usually quieter, so I'll just go there quickly, so at least I can crack on. And if they're not free, I'll just go to my... I'm just going to go to my own flipping dungeon. Stuff this. You've earned a hype chest. Open to see your reward. What the heck is this? Twitch thing. Oh no, there's loot boxes on Twitch. What the heck? Okay, I've just shared a choo-choo hype batter up reward. Shocking. Okay. Yeah, lots to backtrack. Thank you so much, Azik RS, for the gifted subs. Really appreciate it. And those guys, quite a few, 5 of you guys now have got subs from that. So yeah, really appreciate that support. Thank you so much again, Ryan, from the raid. Pretty massive. Let me just jump in here for a second. Okay, Slayer Dungeon. Aggro pots. I think I need aggro pots in here. Alright, that'll do. Big fan. I remember your vids from like 10 years ago. Good old times. Yeah, man. Definitely good old times. I remember that era fondly. Had a lot of fun. I'm in the wrong place. And let's think. I'm pretty certain I moved my house to where I need to go right now. I may not have, but let me check. You introduced me to Discord before it was mainstream? Yeah. I was a Discord partner until I kind of stopped playing, until I stopped being as active, basically. And then Discord took away my partnership, believe it or not, which kind of sucked. I was definitely one of the earlier Discord servers. I've recently purged it, so it's all cleaned out to just active users. If you want to check out my Discord, the link is in my bio down below. Okay, amazing. Thank you, Wizarders. I appreciate it. It's hard to think right now. Pretty hyped. The codex, actually. Let me check. Codex. Yeah, that's what you mean, right? I didn't know you could teleport with this. Nice. And I've got to catch at least 50 souls. Okay, there you go. Another goal to go for. Wait, what's this? You must catch souls of at least 50 monsters. Oh, okay. So it's 50 unique monsters. Okay, I've only done abyssal beasts. That makes sense. Meepers, can you tell me how to get here really quickly without me thinking? The Pokedex, yeah, it is. I'm not the best person to answer that question about the best place to use death darts. I just stack them in my bank because I can kill every boss, so I don't use them. You were there? It is the house teleport. Okay, brilliant. Good to know. I thought that's why I moved my house. That makes sense now. Are you asking about death darts? Because are they actually going to be removed by the end of this year as part of the MTX wipe? Anything linked to Treasure Hunter kind of thing? Oh my god, this is why I was here. And then you travel with this guy and then you go to the Sunken Pyramid. Yes, that is why I've changed it. Look at that. Beautiful. That's the strat. Okay. Just enter the dungeon, please, I guess. Why is there so many options there? Right. Here we go. Here's my little beautiful beasts. Right. Okay. Do this. Get ourselves set up. Get my aggro pots. Then we talk about roadmap. Sorry for the delay there. Okay. We're set up, we're set up. You can't put a cannon in these places, can you? No. So it's just aggro pots. I'll have to keep my aggro pots up then. I think they de-aggro eventually, I don't know. Right, this is good enough. It's going to be a bit longer, but at least I have a bit of time to chat. So, then we may just go and kill the God Wars Dungeon 1 boss. Each of the God Wars Dungeon 1 bosses as part of the killy tasks. To unlock the tier 80 Necro gear as a comp requirement. So, just as a bit of background there, like, why don't I have that? Well, when Necro came out, I literally just bought tier 95 gear. So I had no reason to follow that upgrade path. Except for obviously content, right, and enjoying it, but I just never got around to it. Because I just instantly tried to train up to 120. So it's kind of fun going for comp. It's actually making me diversify my gameplay a lot. And I'm just casually kind of... Yeah, I've got so much... it's opening the game up actually quite a lot. varying up my gameplay these days and coming back and playing casually and just taking it all in, checking out all the different parts of the game and what the different parts of the game, just checking out what the game has to offer in all of these different areas. It's a really fun way to play. Definitely. Okay. So I'm playing with in-game audio. I'm currently trying to build up a bit of a playlist right now of songs that I like that are super chill to play. Like open world kind of music. Whilst I'm going for completionist requirements. So I do like the, a lot of the in-game tunes are pretty nice. You just have the odd one that doesn't quite fit. Or just doesn't fit to like open world casual play, if that makes sense. You know, like ambient music is what I'm looking for, so that's a bit crazy. But there's a lot of that. Thanks for the follows, I appreciate it. Yeah, it's great to have you guys here. I might have to put Penance Aura on. Give me a second. What does Penance look like again? Oh yeah, so RuneScape's going away, isn't it? Nice. It'll be interesting how they itemize that instead. Yeah, RuneScape's going. At some point this year. It's like going in the aspects of you don't have to maintain the management, but they're gonna have to itemize it in some way, because some of them are really interesting. But I guess they've already itemized some of them, if you think about it. So like instead of Penance Aura, I could go and spend money and get Penance Powder instead. Which I've run out of in the bank. That's usually in my preset, I think. Penance Powder was inspired by the Penance Aura. A lot of the Necromancy, Revolution kind of builds, or casual builds, or even just good builds in general, use Inspiration Aura. But I think it's mostly for the Revo kind of AFK builds use Inspiration Aura. So don't know what they'll do with that. But again, they're going to have to itemize a lot of it. Some of the other ones are just straight out power increases, Maniacal, Berserk. So they're just Zerk auras, which, I mean, they're just flat power increases, so it's a pretty big increase though. You do feel it in your boss fights. So yeah, I mean, yeah, they said they're going to consider it replacing with some itemization or some other systems. We'll see. Yeah, there's a lot of skilling auras earned through loyalty points. So since coming back to the game in different iterations and doing all of the 110 skilling updates, I've been buying auras that I hadn't had in a long time. And I've got like 3-4 million loyalty points. And so I was able to buy them straight away, but I was like upgrading, going through the upgrade path, going to like the legendary version. So I've got like Lumberjack. I've got Quarrymaster because I was going for 110 mining. I've got the Lumberjack for woodcutting. I guess I'm going to get the one for thieving. That is one thing I want to ask about, actually, now that I'm streaming to a lot of people. After Googling, like, there's a lot of misinformation, but supposedly the mushroomy pickpocketing bag was bugged for a bit. Has that been fixed now? Supposedly it didn't stack with the thieving aura, but I don't know if that's been fixed. I presume it has, because that bug came out when thieving update came out. Not the thieving update, what update was it? Well, it was when the mushroomy bag came out, I guess. Like 7-8 months ago or something. Do I have the Demon Horn necklace? I do. I do. But, yeah, I mean, obviously it's expensive me using EOF for sure. Like, yeah, I see why people don't use it in Slayer. I just try and get things done as fast as I can when I can play. and then I PVM to recoup, but some decisions are probably a bit outlandish. Like, I can understand why people use normal Amulet of Souls now for Slayer. Or Demon Horn Necklace. I think it's a big power loss if you don't have, like, Souls or something, and it helps a lot here, just a Soul Split camp, but I'm no expert these days. Thank you, Altscape, I appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in and sticking around. Timikin's Light is so cool, it really is, I wish I had it. It's definitely on the upgrade list, but my first upgrade list, guys, well, my initial goals, so I'm going for Completionist, so I don't have any, like, immediate goals to upgrade gear. I'd love to, but I don't have the money. But it would be to get full Timikins. Magic is my go-to style in the game, has been since Virago came out. And maybe even before that, but Seismics just changed the game, and I just loved Mage at that point. In terms of power creep. I think they have improved Mage over recent years as well. I think there's more work to do, but they've definitely improved it, and yeah, it's just my go-to style. I think just, yeah, you don't get the feeling of using Mage on RuneScape 3 with the ability usage and the way you click, move, and then use abilities at the same time and keep your distance, but then can also tank whilst you're a Mage. Like, all of that going on, don't get that in many other games. Not many MMORPGs anyway. So I think that's why I like playing it. I think it caters very well to the RS3 moveset. But hybrid is a lot of bloody fun on this game. So I'd like to get Timikin's upgrade, and then at some point fill that in with melee for... I've not experienced the whole glass cannon melee build. Looks so fun to do. I love group PVM, so it's nice to play that role, I'm sure, and I have some mates who like hybrid a Mascot. And it just looks absolute tons of fun, and then the changes to the two-hander weapon from Zook. I just call it the Obsidian Blade. That thing's amazing, and just the fact that you can apply that sort of debuff on an enemy and then just unleash it with like a Chaos Roar combo and all that. You know, I know all this stuff from like just seeing people do it or reading it or talking to friends, but I don't actually action it myself because I don't have any of the gear, but it just sounds badass to do. Hybrided back in the day loads. There's actually me and Jay, a good friend of mine who's in the chat. He's a moderator, and we did Duo Solak back in the day on release, and we hybrided soon after that when he showed me you could hybrid it, and it was a lot of fun. Like, we needed to hybrid back then to get the core down, and I had like dual Drygores still. So, but like switching to do a Zerk rotation is a lot of fun because the ultimate CDs don't share cooldown, so that's why hybriding is a thing, right? And you can switch and optimize your damage. Switch to melee for those DPS windows. Like, that whole concept's just a really fun way to play. That's why ability-based MMORPGs can just are really fun to play in that way. But yeah, if you've got the money, it's beautiful. Yeah, some people don't like it, sad boy. Other people don't mind it. I wasn't a big fan of the blue. But then I wasn't a fan of the legacy color option, which was really light brown. So this is like a happy medium for me. So I'm like in the middle. I'm very neutral. I care a lot more about more customizability with the UI. That's what I want to see. So I want to see things get... I want to be able to break this apart. I want to be able to lift my HP up and put it like here. I want to get rid of my prayer and put it somewhere else. That summoning thing, I never look at it. I just might as well strip it away or put it down here near my summoning thing. Yeah, I want my adrenaline to be bigger, like across here, like a energy bar. Yeah, that's just going off the top of my head. I've never really thought about it until now, but that, like, just those things would be a big improvement for me personally, straight off the bat. Just, I don't like it being clamped down to my action bar at all. I want to be able to, I want more debuff, buff options, customizability there. I want to really single things out. I want to enlarge certain elements that are really important to me. So, like when I activate Sunshine or Living Death, let's say on Necro, I want that to be big. I want it to be big. I want to, that's all I care about in that moment. I want to optimize my seconds within that. I want that to be big. I don't want another thing to drag it and move where it is and my eyes go, where the hell's that gone? Like, you get used to it. I know it has a prioritization, but it's annoying. Like the one spec, yeah, pretty much Altscaper. Yeah, I am kind of biased in that way, but at the end of the day, they've nailed that. So, kind of like WoW, but most MMORPGs do that. RuneScape doesn't. I'm not saying it has to, and people might disagree, but just more customizability to put things where you want to put it. A good example, dual ones, the new tier 95 from Nicatra, where you use the dual one special and then it has a chance of not applying a debuff, so it allows you to use it again if you've got a bleed on the target. I think that's how it works, right? Something like that. Anyway, you can use it back to back, you can get resets. And what I have to do when I'm using that, and what everyone I guess has to do, why are these not aggroing? Let me just get some aggro here. When I activate my dual one spec, it's not as bad, that one, because you kind of get used to it. My eyes, instantly, I look at this debuff bar here. And it's prioritized, it's usually the first one. If it shows a debuff for my dual ones, that means I know I can't use it back to back. If it doesn't show up, I've got like a split second to make that decision of going back to back one spec, if it makes sense in that situation. But just because of how small it is, it doesn't cater to that. And it took me a while to actually clock on that that was a thing when I got the dual ones, because I wasn't able to customize it. Luckily that isn't too bad, because it does prioritize it to go at the start, and you don't have as many debuffs as you do buffs on this game, so it's a bit easier to track. But I don't want my potions here. I want my potions nicely here maybe, and just have that disconnected, because I don't need that moving everything else around. I want my familiars in their own little bar, and I want to put that somewhere else as well. Or I don't even need to see my familiars, to be honest. Like, who cares? Like, they just resummon, right? So just aspects like that, I want to improve it. But yeah, a really good step would be what I just said earlier, like disconnecting these things out, making them their own group, and then just not... Why are they attached to the main action bar? Like, why? Just no. Anyway, so they've made some UI improvements. I hope it doesn't end there, because honestly, I will be disappointed. I'm a very honest guy. I'm so hyped with all the changes. I'm just stuck on UI conversation right now in my own head. I will be very disappointed if that's where they're ending with the UI improvements for the whole of this year. I know they've got a lot on. If it comes in 27, that's fine too. A color change, a map change, and a couple of, like, the accessibility is fantastic. Don't get me wrong, the font changes are really good. But yeah, I want customizability as well, please. And then upscaling of assets to native 2K and 4K as well. Boom. Wish list. Okay, task done. Give me a second. Yeah. Adrenaline is so important, right? And yet, look at it. It's just there. It's one little thing there. And it's so important. It's like your core energy bar. You do get into the rhythm of rotations, and a lot of players will do that and not pay too much attention to it. Nah, I think that's probably a wrong statement. I think a lot of people still look at it. And I think when you're in a sun rotation, you know you've got loads of adrenaline coming through. You've got the right crit build, so it isn't as worrying. But it's still really a really important element, so I think they should lift it out. But yeah. But anyway, enough on the UI. It's just one element of many things in the game. Let's go back to Raptor. Check this out. See what task we get. So what I'm trying to do here, guys, is try and get the 3rd special assignment. And then that'll be another Completionist achievement completed. Or finished. I need to stop using completed and Completionist. So yeah, close to finishing another comp rec kit. Make sure we get the Slayer cape on, so we have like, what is it, 20% chance, maybe lower, I'm not sure, of getting your of being able to choose your select your next task. Might get a special here though. So in order to do this, I mean, there was a lot of like, I don't know if he made it obvious that you couldn't cancel it. Maybe I just skipped the dialogue. But yeah, you have to do consecutive tasks, and if you cancel using Slayer points, that counts as a cancel still, behind the scenes. I mean, this is just, yeah, they should probably have like a bar or something to show you how many tasks you've got consecutively with the Raptor or something, because, but yeah, here's what it is. You just can't cancel with the rewards, basically, otherwise it still counts as a cancel behind the scenes. So you have to do every single task he gives you. But if you have a Slayer cape, you can choose. If you have like 120 Slayer, you have a chance of selecting, which is good. I presume these masks are disappearing at the end of the year as well. I can't remember how they were released, actually. They might be in the core game. Yeah, does anyone know if the masks, I mean, it's a quick Google probably, but I don't know if they're a core game element, a core game asset, or whether it's Treasure Hunter. Shattered Worlds. Okay. So they'll stay then, I guess. That's good to know for people. Alright, Ripper Demons are a fun one. And are super quick, but the setup's really sketchy. I do want to kind of do that because it's a fun one to do. Let me think. Yeah, let's just go and absolutely smash this out quickly. I can't really talk about other things going through my head when I set this up, so you'll have to bear with me. And we'll just set up and I'll tell you what I'm doing here. Oh, my outrageous bank. Right. Teleport. So, we've got a setup for this. Do need inspiration. I'm going to go and buy penance powder really quickly and then we'll get going. Because I need inspiration aura for this. And again, aura escape, right? It actually is more impactful than you realize. Oh my god, I'm skint. With certain high-end setups anyway. You can definitely get away without aura escape in casual play. And I casually play most of the time, but like this specific setup is really dodgy without it. I got this from PVME. Okay. Got that. Oh, it's so nice seeing what people are wearing, man. Look at this absolute PogChamp. Like, the actual gear, they nail the gear, guys, sometimes, you know, a lot of the time. With the high-end bosses and the PVM content gear, like, they really nail it. Like, that screams RuneScape, but also innovation at the same time. Like, that's very creative. It looks like you wouldn't expect to see some... Maybe the helmet's a bit off. You know, maybe the hair's a bit off. Yu-Gi-Oh! No, not Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, I forgot it. Mine's blank. But maybe the helmet's a bit off, but like the armor's just awesome and the mask is cool. This staff is incredible as well. Fractured Staff of Armadillo absolutely nailed that. I was about to say the Inferno cape. The Zuck cape hard mode is amazing too. Yeah. Anyway. Back to things. Let me just put the Torva play on because that's what I tend to wear a lot. Right, so... Yeah, FSOA. Fractured Staff looks amazing. Okay, get the Hellhound out for the extra 10% DR, damage reduction. Go to the herb patch. Okay, we'll just focus on this so I can smash this out, guys. And then I'll start talking again. I'm going to have to focus to get this set up. And it could just fail, to be honest. It's a bit hit and miss. I'm definitely a noob, so give me a minute. Thank you so much for the sub. Appreciate it. Wami. Thank you. Your name reminds me of Suami. Okay, so we get Animate Dead on with the double stack set from the Crypt Bloom. Incoming magic damage, or melee damage reduced by 8%. And then I'm able to use Animate Dead, because it counts as tank armor. Watch you lot before you stop with RS back in the day. Nice one, dude. Now, I really appreciate the sub, and I really appreciate the support, and you did that 3 Prime, which is free if you haven't used it on anyone else. Thank you so much, Wami. Really appreciate it. Okay, so we've got DR set up here, but we've still got this 2 set from the Necromancy. I don't have any money, otherwise I wouldn't be using the gloves. I'd be using, like, I'd probably switch one of these out, keep the 2 set Necro, and then I'd probably go with like Crypt Bloom top or bottom. And then I'd use Cinderbane gloves for the poison damage, but I'm poor. So that's why I've got this. But yeah. Whilst I'm checking the chat, I'm just going to ease my way into this. Make sure I've got everything activated. Hopefully I'm not forgetting anything, because I'm tired. Should be fine. Oh, that's a nice little gap there. Oh, I want to make that. That's risky, though. Yeah, so it's honestly, Mr. Noob, it's just about setup. It's one of those creatures in the game that requires a specific loadout to, like, do it without. It's still sketch. You can get into a good rhythm with it, and then when you're in the right spot, it's super quick. I did about 25 million Slayer XP just with Ripper Demons. Thanks for the follow, I appreciate it. But I just clear it out a little bit first. I'll go for it now, I think. Okay, gotta be careful here. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Ripper Demons on me right now. Okay, good. Okay. Okay, I'm set up. So, I used the old coil. I think you can make this even quicker by using a cannon, because it lures everything in, but then you pretty much die. You have a much higher chance of dying. You can usually get about 3 or 4 stacked on me. Depends where they spawn, really. But this is going to work, I think. And that started off at 55, right? And it just races down. It absolutely races down. So basically, this is the way this works from PVME it's all on PVME. Like, got a few on me now at the same time. It's just a really big balance of doing damage and mitigating. It's like the perfect balance of dealing damage and mitigating damage. And it could be even better if I had Cinderbane. So I managed to make this work myself without Cinderbanes. Because you can, but Cinderbanes will make this better because Cinderbanes will do more DPS, right? Get rid of that bloody song. But Hellhound, literally, oh god, I'm actually doing this without inspiration. Give me a second. And I'm actually getting away with it. You know what? I'm getting away with it. I'm not going to change anything right now. Probably doing less damage than what I could be right now without inspiration. So the biggest thing I'm looking out for, like, you want to ease your way in. You can just probably go ballsy, and there's players out there who will definitely probably do that and just literally balls in. But I ease my way in. I kill a couple of stragglers outside so I have less on me instantly. Because effectively, if you don't, when you have all of them on you, if you don't kill, from the point that they've aggroed, if you don't kill them quick enough, they will eventually jump into the air, they will pounce down, and they will insta-kill you regardless, unless you move, obviously, but it's very hard to see when they jump here, because you'll have so many on you, so you've got a very high chance of dying. That's why I have a rod as well for the adrenaline gain, but also if you die, you don't actually die, and then you can just TP out. It just puts a nasty bleed on you and you have to TP out. But effectively, that's what's going on here. That's why people are scared of Ripper Demons, right? I was too, in terms of this crazy stacking aggro method. But this blitzes through them. Just got to make sure you keep everything up. If you start losing HP, it's probably because you're forgetting something. Like my Hellhounds just died, right? So basically, I mean, there's so much to it. It's insane, really. Like, what a strat. So Prism of Restoration is key, because the Prism of Restoration, when you place that down, you want to keep that out because it keeps healing your Hellhound. So what the Hellhound's doing is actually absorbing some of the damage from the Ripper Demons. So I'm not taking it. But then it absorbs it and the Hellhound loses health. That's why I take up backup Hellhounds, because I know that I'll forget to put a Prism of Restoration down. So you want to remember to put that down. But yeah, everything is key to make this work. And if you start losing HP, it's probably because you're forgetting something. Yeah. But yeah, the only way this works, it's very specific. Like, I've tried with a couple of different setups, like downgrading this setup, and I tend to die. The one thing you want to look out for, and someone needs to, maybe Jay, this is what I look out for. Okay, Infamous. So I use Threads of Fate. Then I use this, and it gets souls, and then I one-bang it with volley. Okay, it's not dead, but it did a lot of damage. I need that to die instant, like really quickly. Right, that's dead. Then I get back onto these, and I need to kill these super quick. Now I've got like bloody 5 Rippers on me, but task is done, so it doesn't matter. There you go. So that, I don't know, that took like 5 minutes. Goodbye. I'm out of here before these bloody things kill me. Done. So that's the main thing you want to look out for. And again, the strat, this strat is just known to a lot of PVMers. I just came back to the game, so I just looked at PVME and I was like, oh shit, that's awesome. But if you're a natural necromancer, like you necro on this game, this combo here is just like a well-known combo, right? To an extent. Basically, Threads of Fate just makes any of your single target abilities multi-target. So you hit Threads of Fate, it makes soul sap from a single target to a multi-target, and so you sap every single soul around you, so then it stacks up your souls instantly, so then you can unleash a huge amount of damage onto a single target. I mean, I love the idea of funneling. Basically, on other games, that's termed as funnel damage. So on other games, I say lots of games like where there's a rogue, and I'll just say specifically World of Warcraft, there's a rogue archetype called subtly sub-rogue, I'll just say, and effectively it has abilities like Fans of Knives, where it fans out abilities, like it fans out these knives, and it gives them more combo points based on how many enemies. So the more enemies around you, the more combo points you stack up by playing that spec and using certain abilities. And then you can use your single target, big threshold / ultimate abilities onto one target. So you can absorb, you can funnel all of your damage into one target by having lots of other little targets around you. And that's exactly what this is. You know, in that exact situation, having an elite mob that's actually scary and has significantly more health than the other ones, just sap all of the souls and just absolutely funnel every bit of like this huge ability, all of your souls within a very short window of time into the elite. That's cool, man. I love that. You use 2 pieces for crippling for low effort. Yeah, so that combination of set pieces is really cool. I mean, they did great, didn't they, bringing out sets in the game? Brilliant. It's such a core concept to MMORPGs, so it's fantastic to go and get sets, and it just changes your build. Whew, I gotta breathe. Okay, let's go back to Raptor. But yeah, that task just became golden for me. Like, as soon as that strat came out and I read it, and I was like, damn, that works, it's amazing. But again, you've got to have the gear, so it gives you goals to go for. If you don't have that gear, it makes tasks, just optimizes everything. Cool. Awesome. Fun Figer. Good to hear, man. I'm glad you like the analogy. I'll use it again in the future. All right. Let's see what we get. Special task. Come on. Damn it. What are lesser demons? Wait, literally lesser demons. Holy, wait, did I just ask that question? Holy, it's been a long time. The Karamja lesser demon run, dude. I remember doing that and dying when I was a noob. Ugh. Fun times. I'm not killing 165 of them. I don't even know where they are. There must be like an optimal dungeon for that now. Aberrant Specters though? Yikes. What's quicker? I might go and do Godwar's Dungeon now, but what's quicker? Does the Olak give magic XP? I think it does, but there's different variants of the Oldak coil, right? There's a melee version. I don't know if they're called different things, but this one's magic, I believe, yes. And I'm presuming it gives magic XP because the cannon gives ranged XP. Mammoths, it works for mammoths, cool. You like them in the Slayer dungeon, one at a time, otherwise they wreck you? Yeah, absolutely. Like, you just need a certain strat and exactly a certain loadout with the right ability bar and everything. Like, it's all very specific, but I kind of like that. I like learning that and then looking at the article and applying it. Getting the right loadout and then applying it. I'm kind of used to doing that. PvMe is really good for that, for sure. Yeah, it was super quick. It's insane. I mean, yeah, I can't remember the stat off the top of my head, but it's insane how many you can kill in an hour. Aberrant's cool. Okay, I'm really close to getting another special assignment, I think, to get the 3rd trophy. So I've got 2 trophies in here. So I'm going for that 3rd one. I think it's the Ghoul or something. Oh, it's the Phantom. And then, I mean, this is cool, right? This update, I totally missed this update. You do tasks specifically from the Raptor. He gives you mostly ghosts. I went through, unless I was just RNG, but he gives you a lot of undead creatures, which is kind of fun, actually. I just jump out straight into the wilderness here, go into the Fort for Inthry dungeon. I like how it's all entwined and linked to the quest line, and, you know, go out and do those tasks, get the special assignments, get the trophy, which then gives you buffs. So you gain 10% increased Slayer points from completing Raptor tasks. That's really cool. This one is 5% increased Slayer. Oh, right. So it's just incremental. Right. I don't know if they stack. Probably not. Oh, you can actually choose to receive short or normal or long tasks. That's good as well. That's actually a relic. So that's kind of cool. If you just go the Raptor, you don't need the relic. So if you're trying to blitz the task, which makes sense if you're going for the special trophy. I had the relic originally, and then I just had to turn it off because it didn't have a good energy balance, if you get me. I'll show you. Yeah, so that's my loadout at the moment. And then I think I tried something like this, but it's 200 energy for Slayer Introspection. And in the end, I was just like, nah. Also, I forget to change these, and it's a massive cost if you're changing it a lot. Like, it adds up. If you're completely rich, you won't feel it, but when you're skint, you feel it. It's like 2.5 mil or something to change into this loadout. I think it's just... yeah, I think it's just ridiculous, that. But I'm cheap, so... I've not got a lot of money. Anyone else turn off cosmetics immediately? Yes. Yes. How many people have turned off cosmetics for other people? Just, even if you don't agree with it, just because you're interested. Hey Jeffo, how you doing? Yeah, it's really nice, man. Like, this guy's training Herbalore with the Herbalore kit. I think that Herbalore needs to rework the set, but... it's a shame about the 99 capes, how horrific they look, but you know. Right. Okay, I want to touch on the roadmap just a little bit. So let me just see. Aberrant Specters. Okay. There's a Slayer dungeon. So if I take my Dungeoneering cape and I'll just keep the Hellhound out for now, why not? They are really easy, and just in case I get rippers again. Supposedly they're in the Polyviniac Slayer dungeon. Which... Wait, how do I get there? I literally have not been to this place in a long time, if ever. Summoner? If it's in yeah, if it's in that place, I could teleport with to Summoner, right? She's based there. Supposedly they're in here. Yeah. Right around here somewhere. Get these little necro dudes out. I can't remember being in here. Banshees. This must be really old. Or it's to do with a recent... I don't know, actually. I could just be forgetting. Maybe it's a recent quest, I don't know. This place looks cool, though. Aberrant Specters. How the heck? How do I get there? I just want to try not to be dumb. Am I missing something? Past mystical barrier. Okay, so there's mystical barriers. And then you can go down the stairs. Okay, let's try that. Hey, there we go. Okay. I wonder if cannon works here. Mate, has anyone been? I can't remember being here. This place looks cool though. You can put cannon down as well. Yeah, what the heck? I didn't know this place was here. Maybe we must have done quests here, guys, right? To have this unlocked, and we just forgot, right? I think I've been in that main area before, where those banshees were. That like, kind of recognizable. I'm just going to deactivate my book. I definitely don't need my book here, right? So let's just do that. Okay. This will be done really quickly, but I just want to have a look at the roadmap again. This is from Smoking Kills. Oh, wow. But it's been graphically reworked, or this looks just the same? I guess it's because the Spectres got reworked. Maybe that's why we don't recognize it as well. It's a mini quest place. Elite versions exist there, and Smoking Kills quest. That's really cool, Pesky. Thanks for the information. People like not surviving without Alt 1. I physically can't use Alt 1 because I upscale my UI. So, and it only works with 100% native. Yeah, it's old for sure. It's kind of cool. I'm doing a lot of weird old content. I think that's what, when you do comp recs, and especially the, I don't know, it just makes you explore the game and go to different places again. I do kind of, I've been enjoying that element. I've been enjoying the varied gameplay, personally. It's taken me to places I just wouldn't really think to go to anymore, you know? I like that. Okay, so... Native plugin support, Chipapa, hello, yeah. I spoke about that earlier, actually. I think I saved it down as a clip, hopefully, so that hopefully goes into a video. Yeah, so I'll just save, I can't remember all the comments that I made. I'm getting tired now. But that's, I made some comments about yeah, it can definitely be very good for the game, but then it has to be cautiously adopted and carefully applied, because it can open up a Pandora's box, and I've seen it go bad in some games. Collection log, guys. Oh, the dopamine from getting a lava battle staff. That's what I'm talking about. Collection log, guys. As if 23-year-old account got a lava battle staff for the first time. It must just be from these guys. I don't know. I mean, a lot of that stuff came out well after I'd done that sort of content. So I found that actually going for some of the completionist requirements, like going for the task diaries, I swear to God, I did some of those tasks, like, and they weren't counted for whatever reason. I think they came out after really early game. They came out after early game. Correct. I really like how there's some people in the chat who are aware of, like, and follow, or like, you know, follow other games, like World of Warcraft, for example. Yeah, that's going through a big add-on purge. It's got an expansion coming out soon, but I'm actually so into RuneScape 3 again at the moment that I'm not even going to be playing it. I'm really into RS. But overall, they're going through a big add-on purge, equivalent to the term of plugins. You can't play WoW without add-ons, really. If you're, like, you're at a complete disadvantage, like, well and truly. But it's got to the point where it trivializes some boss fights and things like that. Devs will put loads of effort in, and then it just gets trivialized by an add-on, which just tells you exactly where to go and what to do. Or how to distribute and coordinate mechanics between teams, and eventually they've got fed up of it now, and they are taking back control of what add-ons are allowed and what aren't, based on how much they're willing to share, I guess, through APIs and things, API access maybe, I don't know. Don't know the technical aspects, I just know the public lens of what that means. And I'm all for it. I think it's really fantastic, because it is a bit crazy over there. But yeah, that's what I mean. Pandora's box. It can be a good thing. It helps accelerate quality of life features to the game for the players. But it can go too far as well. So we'll see how they implement it. Always excited for change. I'm really open to change, so I'm open to it. But just be careful with it. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. I personally, it's a lot easier for a new player just to log in and just not have to faff around with all that stuff. So it really depends. You know, it can really create a separation in the player base in that way, between veterans and new players, or between hardcore and casual. So you just got to be so careful with it, honestly. Thank you so much for the follows, guys. Make sure to follow if you want to check out future streams. I also have a YouTube channel where I try and post highlights, and I've got a Discord channel. Right, let's see if we get a special assignment. Thank you for the follows. Thank you, Fatal Beast. Appreciate it. Oh, yes. Nope, nope. That's just the cape. That's just the cape proc. That's just the cape proc. But it's fine. We'll go and do the Risen Ghosts because they look cooler than Abbey Demons. And the Abbey Demons are probably full. As they always are. I keep meaning to talk about the roadmap, and then I'm just progressing too quick, so I never talk about the roadmap. I mean, I'm touching on it. You guys are asking and saying good things in the chat, which is making me talk about the roadmap, so that works. But I want to keep progging. This is my gaming time. This is my gaming time. Got to keep progging. Right. Alright. Get that set up. I can definitely AFK this, and there's 117 to kill, so I've got a few minutes once I get set up. Alright. I think we're good. Overload. Oh god, I hate looking at my buff bar, guys. I'm like, oh, is that there? Okay, that one's there. Okay, I've got oh, it's moved there now. Oh god, okay, I've got it. Good. Okay, poison. We're fine. Okay, so roadmap. I think I'm gonna have a snack. Give me a bit of a instill some energy into me. So just give me a second. I'm gonna grab one of my flapjacks here, which my wife made. She's going through a bacon streak, and I love it. Gonna take my jacket off as well. It's boiling. Yeah, honestly, it's always fun watching Raid World First races. How much did you guys like? This might be like, I don't know if this is like, I don't know how the community, I don't know how the community perceived and took on board the contest mode. But I took time off work, and I've got a video on my channel of me getting the 2K with the team that I formed about 2 days into it, and then we formed it, and then we got it 15 hours later. And I loved it. The guys that I did it with, we connected so much that we're like brothers for life now. I had a mate on there anyway. Chewy is a best mate. He's my best mate. And then I had a couple of people. One other person I knew from years back, but we never really like spoke much. He's just an OG, Sky. And then he had a mate called Jinsane. And then an absolute pog champ of a player called Dia, who plays old school to a very high level as well. He just was in my Twitch chat randomly and was like, hey dude, I can see you're looking for a +1. I'm like, yeah, I am. I'm like, hey, I can join. And I'm like, okay, I don't know this guy. Got him into Discord, interrogated him. And then this guy's cool. And we went. Turns out this guy's a freaking insane PVMer, plays both games. Does like Coliseum, Infernos, like has killed Zook 2,000 times or something ridiculous. Anyway, he is the 5th member of the team, and then we just have an absolute blast together. I love contest modes. Obviously, the FOMO is annoying. If you miss it, it sucks. I get it. If you're unable to make it because of IRL commitments, it sucks. So there's definitely downsides to it. But, like, in terms of the aura. But, if you take that aspect out and just think about like contest difficulty and stuff from the get-go, I like that a lot. And I've got experience. The reason why it brought me back, Destiny 2 contest raids. I'm using the word contest, sorry, because it's a Destiny term. It may be another term as well, but it really kicked off with Destiny 2. They have every single time they came out with a raid, they would have a contest difficulty that was actually limited. At least with RuneScape, it stays. On Destiny, it was a limited edition, and it was only for a bloody weekend. It was like, I don't know, 70, maybe 72 hours or something. And it would release their raids at an exceptionally difficult level. Usually, there was a couple which were easier. And the challenge is to complete it. You know, under that mode, you get like a special banner or whatever, and you get some special items. Then they release a master difficulty later on, but contest mode is insane, and it's just really fun to try and do it. Anyway, that brought me back. What do you guys think to it? Yeah, I got it. I got the Timothy Gonzora, yeah. It was a lot of fun. But I had to take time off work for it, so I like got immersed into the game to a level that I haven't in a very long time. You know, when you get on with life and stuff, it's very hard to like pass that threshold of pure immersion in an MMORPG. These days for me, and I took time off work. I said to my wife, this is what I'm doing. I'm really hyped. It's going to be awesome. She understood. Got a very understanding wife. And I still did like, you know, fatherly duties in the evening and stuff and all that. But in the daytime, I didn't have to work. So I was like, right, I'm doing this. And I got to the level of immersion that I haven't had on this game in a very long time. And it was just fun. Now, I don't need that all the time because I physically can't. It was fun in the moment. And I think having that contest mode brought that element to it. It was good. Yeah, I got the Pantheon. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I got the God Slayer title on Destiny 2. It was definitely one of the hardest things that I've done on that game. A lot of the reason was just finding a consistent team. It was very difficult, but that was insane. That was across like a... What was that? Was that across like a 6-week period or something? And every single week they would release another boss to the Pantheon, so it was like a gauntlet. So every single week, and then you had to still kill the other bosses, I think, to get to that point, maybe. I think you had to redo the boss to then get to the next boss again. So every week there was a new, like a... how do I best to explain this? So, analogy, it's like RuneScape if RuneScape did a random event before a massive expansion, and the event is a PvM gauntlet where they release Virago as the first boss, but it's harder. They add like extra new mechanics from modern bosses, like, you know, they've got better at designing bosses. They'll add some extra elements to Virago to make it even better or more difficult or require more coordination. And we don't know what they are until you go in. And you've got like a week to learn it and get it down. And then the next week they release Solak. And they release Solak, but a hard mode version. With extra mechanics. And you defeat that. Then the next week they bring out Zamorak. And you have to go and take Zamorak, but there's a couple of extra mechanics, and it's at like 2000% in rage from... That's it. Like it's not 0%. It's 2000% in rage with extra mechanics. Right? And you keep doing that. You do about 5 bosses, 5 weeks, and that's effectively the analogy. That's what they did in Destiny with old raids. Certain bosses they cherry-picked certain raid bosses, brought them in, and created a gauntlet-styled event. And it was epic. Absolutely epic. And then if you achieved it, you got this epic title on your character that everyone sees, by the way, on Destiny. So they see like you achieved the Gilded title, or you achieved... You know, you completed the Pantheon, and the title was Godslayer, and it was just awesome. Yeah, good feeling. Yeah, Galran, it was fun. But yeah, that's the analogy for RuneScape. Most games could do it. Most games could do it. Well, technically, it's hard to implement, I guess, to an extent, trying to mash all that together and stuff, because they did it really. It was just so well done. It was so well done. Like, it was just very fluid. One boss to the next, to the next, to the next. It was very fluid with how they did it. With all the extra mechanics and stuff. Yeah, it was good. It felt fresh and new. It was crazy. Like, it was the same boss, but fresh at the same time. It was like, yeah, amazing. No idea why we started talking about that. Oh, yeah. You asked about, did I do Pantheon? Yeah. But yeah, contest mode was really cool. Yeah. Honestly, the whole Amascut, the whole build-up through the Amascut quest line, and then the Amascut boss fight blew me away. The coordination aspect. I know not everyone's into group PvM, and that's okay. You've got a solo group duo boss coming out at the end of the year. But I think the balance is good. You've got to keep releasing both. Never release a solo-only boss again. I will quit. But no, I think they're doing good. And the group boss was fantastic. Yeah. And the rewards were really great too. So yeah, they nailed it. Yummy, my PC was doing some weird stuff over there. I don't know whether they've something's going wrong with the textures update and stuff. It could be though, mate, because if you've just logged in or whatever, you've got I don't know if it's something to do with cache, maybe, but they've updated all of the graphical content, all the trees and everything. So I mean, there is a chance it's having a negative effect on performance. But I'm not sure. But I decided to reset my cache anyway. There's like a command you can do in game. I never knew this was a thing until I saw Ryan do it on his stream. And then I googled it and said, hey, what's the command do? It's like delete cache JS5 or something weird like that. And then it removes your cache and then you have to let it download again. And that cleaned it up a little bit, but yeah, that's the thing. Being able to isolate selected buffs would be nice. Yeah, absolutely. It's what I commented on earlier, and would be really amazing. It's really bloody, it's really not good for your eyes. We're all getting old. I'm getting old. It causes eye strain if you're having to like see things move that you don't want to be moved. You know, it's moving without you wanting it to be. I'm getting tired. That doesn't make any sense. But you get what I'm saying. Certain elements you want to stay in the same place because you're always wanting to see where it's at. Certain cooldowns. Yeah, no worries, Yummy. Hopefully it fixes it for you. "100% Doodrid, 100%. Wouldn't change it for the world either. Very content on that side of my life. Yep. It's amazing being a dad. That's really good technical term, yeah. It's extra cognitive load trying to... You don't... That split second could, like, just kill you as well. Like, if you're really into it, you kind of know where your stuff's at. With boss fights, you know, you kind of activate everything and it's there for a few minutes, but... Yeah, it's extra cognitive load. You want to minimize that. Which, I guess, yeah, maybe that's... Maybe they're not... Guys, maybe... I don't know. Putting it out there. Theory. Speculation. Maybe they're not going to look at major customizations on UI because they're hoping people do it for them. Through plugins. But you've got to be so careful. You just got to be so careful with that. Yeah. I don't know. Still unsure about it all. Oh yeah, I was gonna have a snack. 1 minute. Hey! Oh wow, 300 points. Bollocks, I should have thought about that. And optimized how many points I got. I mean, maybe that's a lot. Is that pretty high up in the leaderboard of points you can get on a milestone like that? It must be, right? Raptor's pretty high up. Probably would have got more from Lanica or something. Whatever, too much to think about in this game. Just go with the flow. Too much cognitive load for an evening when it's getting late. Chill. Let's see what we get though. See if we get the special. Okay, we didn't get the special, but we did get undead, which means I can just go straight back to the ghosts again. This is what's hilarious about this guy. Like, I can just keep going back to the ghosts. It's brilliant. Easy. I think I'll save God Wars Dungeon for another stream, guys. I don't know if people are waiting for that. I know it's just God Wars Dungeon 1. I'm sure no one is. It's just a bit varied content rather than me doing Slayer all the time. But it's been fun just talking to you guys. And I'm getting tired now, right? I've been streaming a lot longer than I anticipated because I got raided. So I kept going for another hour just because of that. Just because I wanted to chat to all the new people. So I don't think I'll push myself. It might be fun. I'll see how I feel after the snack. Might go and kill him. It's basically for the killy task, and then I can complete the tier. I might. Okay, now to check all my buffs again. Let's have a look. Poison. Books on. Aura's 2 minutes left. Guess I could change that in a minute. Alright, that's fine. For now. Okay, just gonna grab a snack, guys. Give me a second. Oh, that's the new boss. I've not been to the new mid-game boss. That was the OST from that. I want to go and check out that environment just to see what it looks like. That's a bit mental. Woodland, that's the song I need. Nice and chill. You can just tell, right, just by the title of the song, Woodland. You know it's gonna be super chill. Ah, that's nice. I'm just gonna eat this flapjack. Alright. That flapjack was messier than expected. I'll be right back. Okay. Let's do it. Alright, this is the plan. So, the plan is, I'll open up the roadmap. We'll have another quick refresh of that, because it's just so hyped. Tomorrow, or whenever my next stream's going to be, / video, I may go into it more, and articulate thoughts, first impressions of some elements that are really key to me, but I'll just blitz it now really quickly, go through it, just as a quick reminder. Then I'm going to go and do Goblins Dungeon 1 bosses to finish off the killy tasks, but let's see if we can get a special assignment from Raptor as well. But I'll go and do Goblins Dungeon 1 bosses, finish off the killy task for that tier, for a comp rec. Then I'll be on the last tier upgrade path. And then we'll end the stream there, right? So that's the plan. And that'll be a nice conclusion. Okay. Just realized, where's the premiere thing? Whatever. Look at that tomorrow. Right. We should get a song on that is chill. There we go. No, it's a bit depressing. Next song. No, that's not going to go with the talk over. No. Right. Let me be safe and actually just turn on the playlist. There we go. Ooh. That strikes a good chord. Right. Okay. So, roadmap. Let's try and be concise with this. So, absolutely massive. Let's just pick some things out that are really core. So, visual update. So yeah, well, straight away, UI update, new look. Cosmetic toggles that I've toggled off. Visual updates to Lumbridge all the way through to Varrock and even maybe Draenor and all the trees around that entire landscape. Awesome. We've got more visual updates, world decluttering, first wave. Make everything feel more grounded, that's what I want to see. Combat update is obviously going to be big and important to a lot of us PVMers out there. Combat style modernization of the other styles. Bring in line with Necro, but also take the lessons learned from Necro. Awesome. Balancing update, improving early to then mid-game balancing update. Brilliant. Really good for new and returning players. More visual updates. Free RuneMetrics, fantastic, absolutely needed. Yeah, that's the aura overhaul that I was on about earlier. So these are all like foundational system upgrades. Dailyscape overhaul to bring design philosophy more in line with what they're trying to achieve. Back to how Aura should be played. Play when you want, how you want. Task completed, nice. Without even looking at the screen. Social improvements. I'm looking forward to this aspect actually, because one major thing I've missed and I don't get as much of in other games is the social element. I feel really connected to the community in RuneScape. And I have a lot of friends who I've grown up with through online, through RuneScape. And yeah, I mean, I just jump on here and I'm like PMing people and people want a PVM. It's great. So, and various other things. It's really awesome. Balancing update for endgame then eventually. Player avatar update. Okay, that's part 2. So player avatar updates around here as well. Yep, player avatar part 1. Spring into summer. Cannot wait for that. So these are some of the things which are really standing out to me. So like foundational system changes. Player-owned housing. I know it's linked to 120. I'm dead! I knew that would happen. Right, reclaim. That was a change in that would definitely make people look at the screen. That was definitely a change in tempo of the stream right there. Right, let's just go back and get my cannon. I was in the rhythm then, man. I was in the flow. Ah, that'd be good to put in the video, maybe. It'll keep people watching the video, that's for sure. Be like, wait, what just happened? Let's just change the cape up for the stream, because I've had this on for the whole time. Let's put the archaeology inverted cape on. One of the best looking ones. IMO. Where's my cannon gone? Hold up. When you die, your cannon goes to Falador, right? Okie dokie. I mean, okay. It saves me going back to that spot, or wherever you died from, so I guess that's a good thing. Yep, this cape's beautiful. The evergreen trees, they look nice, don't they? These got reworked a while ago, didn't they? They look really good. Give me my cannon, please. Newly Dion. Nulo. I've lost my cannon. Cheers, bro. Okay, let's chill here for a minute. This is really nice. I love dwarfs in games, you know, like the dwarven races. Love it. I was playing Ashes of Creation. It's a new MMORPG in development. And I was playtesting it over Christmas. I played 40 hours of it. And then I've stopped there. But I played a dwarf in that. Yo, Smoking Hog, how you doing? Okay. Okay. Thanks for the follow, Prince Connor. Thank you very much. Okay, so where we were at. We touched on... Okay, that's what we're about to go into. So player... Let me take a drink. Okay. Player-owned housing, 120 construction update. So even without the 120 kind of construction update, progression, permanent progression increase, stripping that out, just player-owned housing as a whole being reworked. If that's how if I've interpreted it correctly, that is very exciting. And you know the weird thing why I'm even more excited? I mean, the concept art of the image of that house relates to the graphical rework of the Asgarnia area, right? And Miscellanean. Can't even say it. But Lumbridge going into Varrock. In the Lumbridge area, these are the houses with the thatched roofs and everything. They look amazing. And that's kind of what they're alluding to here in the concept art. So, I mean, if you can get your houses to look to that standard and you could zoom out. I don't know how they look right now. I've totally forgot because I have roofs off. But I'm pretty certain they're really dated. I'm not sure though, but I'm pretty certain they don't look like this. So that and the other concept art of all the different furniture and the various things you can get, and the fact that the design concepts of how you can go out into the world, you can kill these badass boss fights or make some crazy progression, maybe through Ultimate Slayer. The titles you get there, you also get some rewards. Maybe there's a rare item drops you can get from Slayer creatures. You can take them back, put them in your house, show them off, show them off. Be really proud of it yourself, but then also invite your friends around, check out your house and all the things that you've got. I remember back in the day, really, really early days, before like using houses for Gilded Altar, prayer running and everything. You used to go to house parties and check it out. When you used to get a 99, you used to go and box in the boxing ring. Like, that's missing now. Bringing that social element back to the game with player-owned housing, yeah, that would be really groundbreaking for the game in its current state. It would really take us back to the roots of the game and the socialization aspect. You know, a lot of people, the community is really strong in RuneScape, so just having those avenues to bring us back together, I'm all for that. And if they can improve the visual fidelity of that, then that's amazing. Like, so I'm going to do a direct comparison now, and it's so funny that this is happening now, and they may have been inspired, I don't know. But, so Final Fantasy, when that came out, I've just followed the gaming industry. I've not played Final Fantasy to a large extent, only 100 hours. And that's not a lot for, like, veteran players there. Just dabbled into it a while back. But they're renowned for that part of their end game systems and progression is housing, I believe. And then World of Warcraft, they're bringing out player-owned housing. They've just called it that. Right now with their expansion, their latest expansion called Midnight, they're bringing out player-owned housing. And it does look fantastic over there, like visually, and the customization that you have. Now, yes, their engine's going to be better. They're going to be able to do better things overall. But the fact that RS, like that, I don't know about you guys, but did that not catch you completely off guard? Like, there's no way I would have called that. It's like a forgotten element of the game. Like, we go to our houses occasionally for things. Very rare, though. And it's just, for me, it's like a forgotten element. I use it for a shortcut teleport, like, for the most part. And for having to go back to my house to find things that I totally forgot were in my house and I need them now. You know? I mean, my house is terrible. I'm not even going to go there. It's shocking. With this update, I would be inclined to casually chill on the game and just do up my house and actually be proud of it and go out and get some drops and put them in my house. Like, I can envision that gameplay loop being fun if they nail the visual fidelity, the customization, and the socialization aspect, right? You can see it being big. Like, this is there, and you've got all these other things. This might be iterative. I don't know. They've said 120. I don't know, but this has a lot of potential. They might not nail it full out straight away, but it has a lot of potential. So we'll see how it pans out, but I'm excited for player-owned housing. So those are all like some of the core things. Like, even though it's there and you think like I think that's a core system change, you know, a core gameplay element change. Player-owned housing's been out since flipping as long as we can remember. it makes complete sense to overhaul that. It makes complete sense to modernize that. It's really cool. And then, of course, link it to construction. Yeah, clearly. So, really cool. I saw people in the chat saying, oh, I want to... Where's the new skill? I'm like, come on. Like, this element, you don't... Like, can't underestimate this element as a whole. Like, if they're thinking of really fully expanding this out, where it's not just like a build a million tables to train it skill and then you're done, and it's actually like a very immersive gameplay loop, that is a big change. I might be overestimating it here. Maybe they're not thinking like that, but that's how I interpreted it. Player avatar update is just massive. Yeah, I touched on that earlier, and Smoking Hog, 100%. Cannot wait for that. Just, we look at our characters all of the time, and they are, this just hasn't passed time very well. It's not dated. It looks dated. It hasn't aged well, is how I'm trying to say. Like, the models have not aged well. And you look at some of the NPCs they bring out, they look fantastic. So we really need those player models being brought up to par. I'm glad they took it off the shelf and started working on it again. And now we're actually going to see the fruition of some of those efforts. They've obviously got dedicated people on that, from the people who spoke on the roadmap video. And we're going to see that this year. It's amazing. And then, yeah, just really quickly, I'll touch on, you know, the actual core new updates to the game. Haven Height expansion, where it's going to be an evergreen update. It's not going to have its own currencies. It's not going to be standalone. As such, it's going to be a new area, but it's going to be inherent. You're going to use your existing currencies there. It's going to be really nice chill, I guess. The way they're selling it, it's going to be a nice chill area at first. Very, yeah, prettified. Like being, you know, feeling cozy, maybe. And then it's going to gradually expand out and explore the quest line, and it's going to get corrupted over time, or you're going to go to corrupt areas and da-da-da, and then eventually you're going to get to this point where it gets very vampiric. So very mysterious at the start, meeting and exploring a new area, it'll feel really cozy, and then eventually it leads you to more corrupted areas. Yeah, that'll work. But yeah, these are the things I'm looking forward. This road to restoration is just massive for me personally. This whole bottom bit, and then even that POH like being looked at is like restoration in a way. They're restoring that entire part of the game really, whilst adding new stuff. Music got a bit mental there, sorry. Yeah, voice acted quests are very good. I feel like that's probably just it's a massive investment, isn't it? I thought a mascot was incredible for that though. The quest line there, hearing Tumakan. Hearing Tumakan's voice was just like amazing. And then a mascot herself. And Ichlaren, yeah. Sorry to say that, Benson. My cousin actually started playing RuneScape again, and because he can't find his RS3 account, he's playing old school. Because he found his old school account. But yeah, we'll talk more about this, see if I've missed some things. We'll pick up on it on the next stream or through video content or whatever, but those are some of the things, like quick, concise kind of first impression, take on the roadmap, and mainly the road to restoration. Yeah, that's my take. Yeah, 100%. I know you're feeling, Benson. I played old school, but then RS3 has the home aspect for me, just because it's the core game that I grew up with properly, and then also, I actually embraced the changes with combat. They definitely didn't come out well at the start, but I was naive to games like that at the time, and so it opened my eyes to ability-based gameplay and stuff. So I was on board with it, and then I loved the group bosses that were released on the back of it. But if I was a WoW player at the time and then playing RuneScape on the side, I would have been like, what the hell is this? So it's kind of one of those, like, I just wasn't a WoW player at the time, so I played WoW really late. Like, really late. Okay. We're gonna start wrapping up soon. I'm gonna keep committing to this plan. I'm pretty shattered now. I'm gonna commit to this plan. Well, let's just bank that for now. So if you look here, oh yeah, wait, Slayer Cape. I mean, I'm just like, my adrenaline's skyrocketed tonight. Like, I've just been on adrenaline all night, like watching that flipping, the road ahead and everything was crazy. Then I had to go and bloody work again, and then I jumped on, and then next minute I'm getting hosted by like Ryan and then Wazzy, well Wazzy then Ryan, then chatting to all you guys. It's been fun, man. It's been a really fun day. It's been a really fun evening. It's been a really fun evening. Yeah, I started WoW just after Legion. I missed Legion. We literally started WoW around the same time, mate, because I dabbled then, and then I started in BFA, was it? Yeah. Yo, Clouds World. Right, where that? Let's see. Special assignment, please, Raptor. You know you want to give it me. Yes! There it is, with the classic RuneScape music as well. The undead in the crypts to the north will overwhelm the fort if you do nothing. Slay 139 of them. I will do the same, and we will meet back here. Alright, bud. So easy as well, the challenge. It's not even a challenge. But awesome. We got it. We can get the 3rd trophy. I kind of like the idea of it. Go kill whatever you can kill to make it easier, and the harder the target, the more KC is counted per target. Like, it's a cool idea. Cool idea. For sure. I like it. It's Slayer after all. Phantom trophy, let's go. We got it anyway. That's going to be a comp rec, guys. Damn, I want to kind of do it. We could end with that and then close off the stream, couldn't we? Right after I go God Wars. So, just want to, in case people didn't pick up on this earlier, like, as a streamer, I think there is value in repeating yourself, and if there's someone who's like been in the stream for hours, they hear it multiple times, who cares? So, I said earlier when I talked about UI overhauls and everything, they've actually changed the font in the game, right? I'm pretty certain they've changed it on everything, but maybe not everything, because I think that quest, I think the song log is the same. But they've changed the font on a lot of aspects, and it actually makes it more readable, right? That's the same. See how there's a difference? Is it just the tooltips? I think it's that as well, the scrolls, but... So they need to apply it to everything at some point, but the tooltips are more readable, right? Compared to the right click, yeah? So there must be a difference in their code in terms of what font is applied to what, like how it's grouped. But loving the new font style, so hopefully they can apply that to other things. Like, I know this is pixelated and it's like RuneScape-y, but it doesn't really, it doesn't work as nicely on a game. Like, it's like trying to find that right balance, isn't it, between modernizing your game and then keeping it true. And I think this currently is really nice. The tooltips. Okay. I wish we got a melee weapon like this. Look, this beautiful mace on his shoulder. Oh yeah, it's cool. Mate, this song that's just came on, can anyone guess where it's from? I know. That's why it's on my playlist, because it has got nostalgia. No one's typing. Does no one know what this is? Oh, you're gonna Google it now. So I'm guessing no one knew, because you would have responded. I hope I'm right about this. I'm just gonna Google it to make sure. I think it's the QBD, but let me just check. Yes, it is. Awoken is a music track that is unlocked during the fight with the Queen Black Dragon or during the quest Song from the Depths. There you go. I was there, and I remember, like, I looked up to a mate at the time, called Bubness, and he was in full Torva, just absolutely nuking QBDs, like getting loads of kills per hour, and just raking in hundreds of millions of GP from killing QBD. Because I'm pretty certain, yeah, that was pre-EOC, right? So he had, like, OG Torva, and I'm pretty certain it was pre-EOC. OG Torva, and was just absolutely nuking QBD with, like, Chaotix, and was just getting tons of money per hour, man. I couldn't afford Torva at the time. I just Bandos, I think. Hey, Yuki Fox, how you doing? Okay, so as part of, so this is the comp achievement, right? So we go here. Student becomes the master. Learn all of Achilles' equipment upgrade tasks. So I'm on 8 out of 10. So I've obtained the Slayer assignment souls. Now I've got to charge the Spirit Bound Hammer. So to charge this, I have to charge the hammer at each of the 4 God Wars dungeon altars. So I actually might not even need to kill the bosses. Let me just go and see. But we'll probably kill them anyway. Bloodthirsty. I'm just gonna get some more water, guys. BRB. You've seen some people in Bandos? No way, dude. All right. Hey, great to have you in the chat, you folks checking out the game. New UI right here. Okay. Well, new skin. Probably the better way of putting it. All right. So let's go and sort this out. Let's just bring out the. I don't need anything crazy. I'm not going to be going crazy here. We do need the hammer, so we're just going with like Slayer loadout. We'll take the hammer. Take that just in case we need it. So I'm gonna have to like use that on the altar, I guess. Don't need the cannons. Okay, I'll do. Not going crazy here. Alright. Don't need to gear up like it's a mascot. It's stuck on old legacy skin. Do you mean like the color? Because they've updated it today and it's like a dark brown now. By default, it's not blue anymore. Look at this, right? Oh, we'll look at this on the stream, but look. Like, cosmetics off. It's amazing. I went to Barrows as part of this step the other day. We'll start off with the OG Grador. General Grador. Yep, it's fine. We should be able to get through this without KC. I forgot why or how, but I can get through these doors without KC. If there's any new players watching, could someone, a veteran player, explain why that is? Because I forgot. But it definitely isn't default. You usually have to get 40 KC, I believe. And, it's some unlock that I got at some point. Alright, so we'll quickly kill Grador, and then we'll go and use the hammer on the altar as well. Tok3D, thank you so much for the follow.
Not a name I've seen in a while
So,
on 3 rupees.
On 3 rubies, what? I don't know, that talk over was terrible. That did not align to what you said. My neck's hurting because I'm not used to streaming anymore, and I'm like looking to the right to my chat. I wish I could like integrate the chat in here, and I know Alt1 can, but I can't because I'm not on 100% native. But yeah, it's been a mad stream tonight. I was planning on streaming for like an hour and a half. It's been 3 hours. Combat achievements. Okay, cool. Combat achievements, combat mastery achievements. Okay. I thought that was an old school, but that's fun. Thank you, Tok3D. Really appreciate it. Wow, yeah, sub from a while back, 7 months in a row. Thank you so much for the sub support, and it was through Prime. So yeah, you can choose like a streamer of choice, can't you, with Prime? Thank you so much, Tok. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's great to have you jumping in and saying hi. RS3 equals 3 rupees according to TTS, yeah. Alright, there's no one in here. Let's go public encounter for lols. Kill Grador, and then we'll use the altar. I definitely would have killed him by now with... probably should have came with Mage. Because right now I've just got some, like, AoE Slayer thing on. Right. That death mark is ridiculous. That invoke death thing. Right, so if I've killed Grador, and then if I go up with the Spirit-bound Hammer, use it on the altar. Yeah, the hammer glows as it's imbued with the energy of Bandos. Nice. Okay. That would have been great getting Bandos chestplate then or something. Mate, the Crypt Bloom. Hey, it's Jay. What up, Jay? He's a good friend of mine. He might be in the stream, I don't know. He's got his Revenant pet. 30,000 Revenant kills. Nice one, Jay. Right. Don't know what he's up to. Killing a boss or something. Okay, I have to kill all of them, right? Yeah. Okay. Which one? Zamorak? Krill? So, fun story. I obtained the Krill pet with... I obtained the Krill pet from killing Krill hard mode once. This is when the pets came out. I went to Krill, killed it on hard mode, and got the pet. 1 KC. Where is it, actually? How is that still attacking me? Right, there we go. Pets. Boss pets. Krill. There it is. I wish I had the Bandos one as well, Grador. There's my little Krill. That is a good looking pet. I mean, Krill looks really cool, so... Where's my filter? There we go. Okay. Yeah, Krill's really cool, man. Yeah, Wildy Flash events. Yeah, it's just popped up there, right? Yeah, I won't miss that either. Wait, does that mean I don't have to do the comp requirement? I've got one Wildy event to do. One event left. I've got to go and do the Lost Souls or something. That's hilarious. I haven't gone out my way to do it, luckily. That would have been funny. I mean, yeah, we'll change some of those things. Okay. Use the Spirit-bound Hammer on the altar. Achilles' Hammer glows as it's imbued with the energy of Zamorak. Nice. Last time I was in Grador, by the way, was when I went stupidly dry during leagues. They did not balance those tasks very nicely. I mean, well, just not having duplication of item protection in leagues was horrendous. I just skipped the tasks after that one. I was stuck in Grador for about 6 hours. It was horrendous. I was like, this is not efficient use of my time. I gotta get out of here. Like, yeah, I refused to do the other kind of PVM drop ones after that. Okay, so we've got Grador, Krill, and then Kriara, you need to ranged, right? So Zilliana. Where is Zilly? I'm blind. Oh, she's called Commander. That's why. Here we go. Yes, please. I'm loving the readability of things. Thank you, Jix. So much better. So much better. We're going to get a drop right from one of these. First kill. We're going to get a drop right. Sara God Sword. Let's go. Well, not the Sardamin Sword or something. Where's the ads? Or does she only spawn them at 50%? Huh. There are no ads. Did I kill them instantly when I came in here? I can't even remember. We are an aging demographic. Yes, they understand the player base very well. Let's make things easier to read. Okay, no drop, but let's use the Spirit-Bound Hammer. Achilles' Hammer glows as it's imbued with the energy of Saradomin. Awesome. I like this quest, man. This is fun. I like anything that makes you more connected to the world and stuff. It's good. Okay, so I'm guessing, yeah, Kriara is still the same and you can only use ranged. I really do not range on this game. I haven't in a very long time anyway. Last time I ranged was like rots with like mechanized chinchompers. And just, that was easy because you just killed them in like 5 seconds. With like a certain rotation, so. I generally don't even have ranged gear, I don't think. What do I even have? Ascensions. What do I have? A quiver, maybe? Yeah, it's got some stuff in it. I don't even have a loadout. Nope, I need the quiver for now. Quiver. Looking forward to trying out new styles when they get reworked. Oh yeah, I've got Serenic. Cool. OG Serenic. Elite Ranger boots. This is so outdated. Cinderbanes, I guess. And a ring. Let's get the look of the dwarfs for the drop. Let's get a drop here. Let's get an Armadillo plate body. Is your range gear Ascensions as well? Yeah, you've got to admit though, Ascensions look good. Don't they? Again, another thing they completely nailed. They look sexy, man. I think I have a ranged cape on here. I don't know if I keepsake the ranged cape though. No, I didn't keepsake the ranged cape. Anyway, that will do. I have a random ranged bar. Let's use it. I'm loving the readability of things, man. I can actually read things again on this game. Okay. Because it was hard with upscaling to 2K, but I've sorted a few things out, and then with the addition of... It's still not, like, perfect, but it feels a lot better. Like, my eyes aren't straining as much, and then having the readability of with the font change is just... Yeah, this just came at a perfect time. I really needed this. I really needed this. I think you can't underestimate these things. Like, they improve your quality of life and just literal health. Like, I was getting serious eye strain, not just from the font, but from like upscaling things. I think they've got to do a lot more there, but yeah. Like, again, the cognitive load of, like, if they sort the buff bar out, or if we get that through plugins at some point, like, just those things will just improve. Like, you don't understand, don't underestimate how significant those things will have on your gameplay, like, how you feel, and how smoother things feel. We are. Last one, let's go. We're about to box off 2 completionist cape requirements here. We're about to box off 2 back-to-back here. We've prepared. We've done all the prep. We've done the things. We've been going a few days doing Raptor tasks for like the past like 2 weeks, getting different things here and there. We've been doing killy things the past like 3 days or so. In between things. And then the stars are aligning. They're about to align together, which is really nice. And they're, funnily enough, they're actually inherent of each other, because I had to do the killy task and then I had to go and do Raptor tasks to then charge up the killy urn. Kind of cool. Like, it's all synergizing. Feels good. Knocking off 2 birds with 1 stone is good. Okay. This is when I die from Kriara, man. Oh, you're supposed to go against a wall, aren't you? Man, I've not been here in so long. So long. I don't even have ranged prayer on my bar, because I never use ranged. Hilarious. Let's use tendrils and kill myself. Oh, that was such a hilarious ability in the past, like using tendrils and killing yourself. By mistake. Okay, Kriara, give me a plate body. Unlucky. What are those? They're dead. Okay. Last one, guys. The general's residual soul energy has already faded from the altar. What? Wait. What? I just killed ads for like 5 seconds. Flippin' heck. I've got to kill him again with like 4k HP. I'm going to die. There's 2 manta rays. Good. Yeah, I've got time to look at my prayer anyway. This is a public lobby. Let's put the prayer on. I've not even got the thing for it because I never ranged enough to buy it. Fun story, I got totally like screwed over. I was there at the release of AOD when prayers were like 200 mil each. And I got a few of them as drops with the teams that I was with. And for some stupid ass reason, probably because I was cheap, I didn't buy all the prayers straight away. And the next day, JMods realized the prayers weren't as good. I think, did they replace your overhead prayers or something ridiculous like that? Something crazy. So they didn't operate in the same way as these ones, the Turmoil, Anguish, etc. So instead of replacing these, like the overhead, I believe, something like that anyway. They were terrible anyway. So they changed that. They made that change. All of a sudden, with the next day, it went from 200 mil to like 800 mil or to a bill or something. Like over a bill and then balanced out at 800 mil. And they've been there ever since. And I could have had all of them. Could have had all of them. Nay, thank you so much for the sub. Really appreciate that with Amazon Prime. Thank you so much. Appreciate the support, dude. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream enough to do that. Thank you, man. Alright, I'm instantly using the hammer on the altar. And now you're an OG, man. Yeah. Okay, I'm doing something wrong. In before... You're supposed to do this when she's alive. I'm like taking so long to kill Kriara with ranged right now because I suck with ranged that... And my Gary 6 or whatever. Something's going wrong here. Every other boss I've been killing has been fine. It just wants me to get an Armadillo drop, I guess. This is hilarious. Why is this not working? Inspect. So I've got those 3, right? I'll just do it when, I'll do it when Kriara's here. When Kriara's literally here. Maybe I'm supposed to do it when she's alive. Yep, it's on their radar yet. Okay, let's see what happens here. I'll do it as soon as Kriara spawns. Then we'll go and speak to Killy, complete that assignment. I think I need to give him like a pie, another pie. Greedy bastard. They love their pies. Get the red berry pie. And then I'll go and quickly do this task, and then that'll be really fun to do all on stream, to be honest. It's getting really late, but that'll be fun to do all on stream. And then that's 2 comp recs done. Okay, let's go straight to the altar. Work. Okay, what's going on here? It's already faded from the altar. What's happening? Oh, wait. I thought you could only kill Kriara with ranged. Is that not a thing? Is that only old school? Oh my god, is that only old school, dude? That would make a lot of sense. Because it's just not working, so... Okay, let's just kill him really quickly. And then we'll go and get Necro. I didn't realize you could use other combat styles on Kriara. For some reason in my head, I thought you had to use ranged. I'm sure that used to be a thing. Could be making it up. Or it's an old school thing. You can melee as well? Okay, let me just go and get Necro just in case that's the thing. Oh, you can only melee because of the Iraq's thing. Yeah, yeah. I get you. Right, let me just go and check it. I think Kriara is just weakest to ranged. Maybe that's what's going on. Thank you, Hotspots, for the follow. Really appreciate it. I'll keep going there to change my ability bar, so it's over here now on the right side. Okay. Oh, I need the hammer. Hammer and those. Okay. Massive reveal, Sky. Yeah. Absolutely huge, mate. How's old school going? Is it alright? I heard you rocking your hardcore Iron Man recently. Didn't know you could use Necro here, man. I don't know why I came with range. It's crazy. Alright, so this hopefully should work. The Spirit-bound hammer should work now. Yeah, fair enough, Sky. Fair enough. Hey, I miss PVMing with you, dude. I'm not PVMing at all at the moment, even though I'm literally doing it right now. I do not count this as PVM. Nah, it is, but you know what I mean. But, yeah, I went AWOL after a mascot, because I forgot now, I'm brain dead because I'm tired from the stream, but I went and played another game, didn't I? But, back doing completionist cape requirements, dude. Okay. Please work. Yes, so you do have to use Necro. Killy's hammer glows as it's imbued with the energy of Armadillo. The hammer transforms as it receives the final charge. It looks the same, but I'll pretend it's transformed. Okay, it's charged now. Let's go. Yes, clap. Clap. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Let's go oh yeah, I've just realized there's another tier. Okay, so I'm not completing 2 comp requirements. just one. Let's go back to Killy. Let's get a red berry pie. The hammer looks so cool. I know. It looks awesome. Red berry pie. Alright. Awesome. Checklist completed. Get the book. Teleport to the smithy. Alright. Talk about active equipment upgrade task. I'm back with the filled soul urn, charged hammer, and red berry pie. This is when he goes off on about pie for a while. He loves the pie. It's really hot. It's hot pie, tasty pie. The pie scent's amazing. He forgets everything else in life because he loves the pie so much. Hey, Killy's knowledge. Right, let me just see what the unlock is, because I'm doing this blind. I actually don't know what the next tasks are. This is the last one I've got to do, tier 90. Alternative, you can fill it up by completing a Soul Reaper task whilst using Necro. Okay, I haven't PvM with Necro in a while. That could be fun. You need 10 empowered necromantic seals from each of the generals of the Hearts of Gillinor. Oh no. Okay. As long as it doesn't say I have to do it on hard mode. This is a complex process, so pay attention. Oh no. You'll need to defeat the boss to gain the unpowered seals. Make sure to bring along 25 greater necroplasm. Once you have a bunch of their seals, they'll each require a different process to empower. Oh yeah, so when you kill the bosses, you get seals, right? Oh wow, okay, this is lengthy. The seals from Hellway should be empowered through opening a crystal chest. Greg seals will need you to craft some miasmic runes. Vindictor seals will need you to use Bone Shield against a Dragonfire attack. That's cool. Last but not least, the Twin Fury seals will need you to restore some Zamorakian artifacts. That is a lot of work. Okay, there's more. I also need a pulsating onyx. You'll be able to craft this by combining an uncut onyx and a special crystal. Lucky for you, I have the crystal. Killy gives you the inert necromantic crystal. Great. Unlucky for you. Okay, here we go. Oh my god, this is insane. It needs powering up the energies from defeating Jad in the fight cave. Oh my days. I have to do the fight caves. Okay. I mean, okay. I honestly would have preferred it to say you need to kill Zook. It's fine. Yeah, good point. I actually don't know what path I'm on, but if I had to select a path, I would have chose tank. Because I've already got tier 95 power armor, so I'll be off. Okay, and of course he wants a blueberry pie. Okay. Let's go. What does this list look like? Good God. I mean, that's a big step up, guys, from the previous list. But again, kind of cool, synergistic. They're obviously introducing, I mean, everything can be done within this little bubble, can't it? Within the Necro bubble. So they're just introducing players to different bosses. So it is what it is. I'm not doing all of that right now. Okay. Yeah, it's got to be fight caves, yeah. Got to be fight caves. No, I don't have the task done yet, but I'm going to do that as part of comp. Anyway. But yeah. If there's any other benefit and it's worth me doing it right now, then I'll do it. Like, not now, but you know what I mean? Like, in this process, but if it isn't, I'll just go and crack on and complete this requirement and do the task later. Okay. I'm gonna go and do this, go and get the last trophy, so at least I do a completionist requirement on stream, and then I'll close off the stream and I'll talk to you guys whilst I'm doing that task, alright? So we go back to Raptor. We'll have a bit of a recap. Yeah, the concept art for Masterwork Ranged looked really cool, Sky. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, agreed. Hopefully they nail that. Are you a big fan of Ranged on the game, Sky? Yeah, hopefully they nail that. I mean, Pernix just looks amazing, so keep the vibe going down. I mean, I actually like the look of Dracolith. I think Dracolith looks really cool as well. It's from Vorkath, right? I missed that update. Obviously, I've done Vorkath now. I've done 100 kills. I've got the Nexus, but... yeah, the ranged armor there looks good. Group had plans to do 4K, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. Okay, cool. Yeah, 4K seems like a big step up as well. That sounds like a lot of fun. I'd have to be like actively PVMing as well at the time. That does sound like a lot of fun. Definitely a challenge. Never fully bissed it, yeah. Made the choice not to invest in it because I didn't think it was worth the cost for upkeep back when Hydrix bolts were expensive. Okay. That makes sense. Okay, let me just get set up here. Okay, so what I'm doing now, Raptor gave me the last special assignment that I need. I'm out of cannonballs. Brilliant. Let me go and buy some of those. Oh, there goes all my money. I'm gonna have to figure something out. Right. Back to Raptor. It is. I loved it. Me and Chewy were like playing around with it when we came back to the game at some point. I don't know when that came out, like whether that was always there. We had no idea. And I went and configured it. I'm pretty certain that wasn't there at the start, so when it was released. I remember getting it in Tavali, right? Somewhere around there. Anyway. Went and configured it, realized there was a bunch of different chat options, and then literally there's one that says for justice. I was like, that's just perfect. I had to click it. Clicked it instantly. Both me and Chewy like whacked it out. That'd be hilarious to do on like stream one day or something. Just everyone configure that. Have a flipping army. That'd be sick. But yeah, really cool. Really fits in with the theme, yeah. So anyway, Raptor gave me the last special assignment that I need. So I'm killing some of these undead, the risen ghosts. And then the Raptor should give me the last trophy that I need. A place for thy heads, and then I'll be able to, that'll be another comp rate boxed off. Pretty happy about. And I won't be doing Slayer for a while, actually. Because I got 120 Slayer not too long ago, and realised I had to do Slayer again. So, which I'm fine with. I actually enjoy this. Super chill. And, but yeah, I don't think I'll be doing Slayer for quite a while again now. So, end of Slayer for a bit. Yeah, Raged Archmage, yeah. I definitely like a lot of aspects. The colors like in the middle ground, kind of between the blue and the legacy light gray that they had. So it's like in the middle ground. I think there's certain aspects of it that are really good. Like some of the gold highlights in that are really nice. I generally don't mind it. I still think they've got to do a lot more with the UI as a whole, but like they're making good steps in the right direction. Definitely. And like I said to a lot of people so far on stream, I'm loving the font. The font changes. Fantastic. Makes it more readable. Good for accessibility. Definitely. But just for everyone. Yeah. Just the readability is fantastic. Yeah. RS2 vibes. Yeah, I can see that. I'm absolutely digging the new RuneScape logo as well. Absolutely digging the new RuneScape logo. Which I'll bring up now from my Discord. There you go. Feel free, guys, to check out my Discord. Anyone who plays any games are welcome in there. We have a few different channels in there. It's RuneScape. It has a focus on RuneScape, but like other games as well. And we have general chat. I'm very active in Discord. So feel free to join the Discord. It's a friendly place. And yeah, if you're completely new and you don't know who I am, I have a YouTube channel as well, which would be, yeah, go and check that out if you want. Some vids on there and stuff. Okay. Alright, so coming to the end. What a night. What an evening. What a day. No treasure hunter. Fantastic. Big roadmap coming out. The stream itself has been fantastic talking to you guys tonight. It's gone, yeah, way bigger than I thought it was going to in terms of like engagement and talking to you guys. A lot of that's down to Wazzy and Ryan both raiding me out of the blue, which was really nice of them to do that, so I could talk to more of you. And, you know, I was planning on coming on for like an hour, hour and a half, just have a chat with the usual lot and hang out, do some comp recs and chat about the roadmap. And it's extended out to a really fun, memorable night, just to kind of talking about the roadmap and having fun. And I'm really, really hyped and looking forward to the year of RuneScape. And I'll probably try and like condense some of these thoughts into a video, some live highlights, some over talking of that, and put clip overlays. We'll see if I can get video out or not. Try and consolidate a lot of these thoughts. We'll see if I can get time for that. But overall, it's been really fun. And we've been doing some comp recs in the meantime whilst doing it. So yeah, been good. Good night, Sky. Take it easy. Yeah. Sky in the chat has also mentioned that Raged Archmage. The ranged armor concept looks so clean. There's so much information to absorb and digest. I can't wait over the next like 2-3 days, just like delving into it a bit more. I still need to read the actual article, and I still need to read the blog, see if there's any more detail they've put in there. I presume they have. Cool. Slayer assignment completed. The Raptor has a reward for me. Nice. Yeah, honestly, hopefully they just keep all these changes coming. That'd be awesome. Alright, here we go. About to complete a achievement here. You received the Slayer Trophy Phantom. Here's your reward. If you mount it in the guardhouse, it should offer you effects. Stan can hold your Phantom. Would you like to store it? Yes, I would. Achievement complete. A place for my heads. Mount all 3 of the Raptor Slayer trophies. Completionist progress. Let's go. clip saved. Oh, the soul-like tune. Alright, guys. Right, without further ado, I'm going to end the stream there. It's been an absolute blast. We'll go and raise somebody. Let's have a look. Alright. We'll go and raid someone. Take it easy all. Have a good rest of your evening. Have a good rest of your week. I'm sure I'll be about again in the future. But yeah, either way, I'm playing the game. I'm here. I'm a gamer. I'm a scaper. And I'm still enjoying the game. Looking forward to 2026. I do have a video I've just posted on my channel, which goes into why I still love playing RuneScape right now. Some of those reasons I've been through tonight. And a lot of them are down to the integrity checks they're looking into and over the next year. But that's on my channel. If you want to check that out, link down below for my YouTube. Feel free to check out my Discord. Other than that, it's been an absolute pleasure. And yeah, I'm just so excited. I'm so happy for all of us that we're getting some of these updates. And the future looks bright. Fingers crossed they can pull all this off. It is a lot to do. So I'm rooting for the team over at Jax, and yeah, hopefully they can pull all this off. I have faith. It should be a good year. It should be a good couple of years, definitely. All right, take it easy all, and I'll see you in the next one. Good night.